born a baby. Always burn down the road. Yeah, I'm a wheel born a baby. Always burning down the road. I'm a wheel born a baby. This life never gets old. Come on, wheel burners. Yeah, burn with me. Come on, wheel burners. Yeah, burn with me. Oh, take a ride now on the Wheelburner Express. Yeah, Wheelburner Express, baby.
Damn it, still haven't fixed that chair. I need a coaster. Who's got a Chicken Hawk? You got a coaster. I know there's one right in front of you right now. I need a coaster. God damn it. That's gonna drive me absolutely crazy. Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. That's what I get for having an unlevel floor, eh? What's going on, Sterling Wheel? Hello, monkey. Yeah, well, you know what? The monkeys, even once in a while, the monkeys got to get out, eh? Even the monkeys got to get out. Plays on the freeway. Hello, or hey, y'all. What's going on, freeway? We got 3 weeks, baby. 3 weeks till shave time. And looks like so far, buddy, you got the biggest and the baddest beard on the panel. So that's going to be a hell of a good time, man. I can't wait to see yours go. Watching Shade Tree Surgeon for the raffle results in 1 hour. Yeah, cool. I was actually checking out his channel today. I'm actually going to be reaching out to him and a couple other people. I had a really good conversation today on the phone with Buck Brown. I was really grateful for that. I got to just bounce ideas and do some talking and just about some life choices and life in general and just how we're doing and how we're doing as, you know, people and how we're doing as fathers and husbands and da-da-da-da-da, you know, the whole fuck. It was just one of those, it wasn't a deep conversation, but it was just one of those where, you know what, hey man, it was just a good talk, man. It was only about an hour. I was sitting out back by the pool and it was pretty good. Who you calling a monkey? Well, I am a monkey. I'm a dancing baby. I'm a dancing. What's going on, bastard? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for popping. Idiot Theory. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming back. I hate long intros. Yeah, coming from the guy that you'd put out a 20-minute intro for a fucking 3-minute video. Like, give me a break. Cheers. I'm drinking coffee only till Dar gets home with my Dr. Pepper. I got no Dr. Pepper in the house. I guess it didn't show up in the grocery order. So I don't know what happened there, right? What's going on? Bastard saying hi to the Chicken Hawk. Are you ready? Oh, you're ready to shave. I know you're ready to shave. I do have a coaster. How did you know? Chicken Hawk, I just know. You know, I just know. There's nothing you can do or anywhere you can go that I don't know what you're doing or I can't see what you're doing. So don't you worry. I know exactly what you're doing. Monkey bad, monkey spank. Well, No spanking the monkey tonight. That's not going to happen. Scott Walker's in the house. Good to see you, Scott. I can't sing, can't dance, and too fat. Fly. Well, you know what? You sound like Chicken Hawk, actually, but he can fly. He's got his own airplane, so he can fly. He's doing all right. Scott Walker, you're not too fat for fly. I'm fat now. There you go. There's Chicken Hawk right there. I went to the ER. Home finally. Everything all right? Oh, but you scratched your cornea. Damn it. Yeah, well, you know what? I can honestly tell you, Sterling. I kind of know. I know how that feels. I can relate to an eye issue. Believe me, I don't need those anymore, do I? Let's take those down. I can definitely relate to how an eye issue feels, and I certainly know what it feels like to have them poking, prodding, sticking needles in, going in with scalpels, filling them up with liquid, filling your eyeballs up with liquid, filling them up with CO2. Filling them up with oil, water. Oh, fuck. The only thing he didn't do is fill it up with, I'm not saying it, you know. Yeah, bastard, trust me, man. It sucks. It sucks. I've had double retina reattachment surgery on both eyes, blind as a bat, and I've had 9 surgeries on my eyes total. And I know exactly how that feels. So I can feel for you, Sterling. Eye pain fucking sucks. I want to scream, brother. I let it out. I did. Well, and here's the thing, because I'm a recovered addict, I can't. It's not like I can take anything for pain. All I could take was Tylenol. It was like, holy fuck. Even though they give you those numbing drops while they're doing the surgery and everything, and while they're poking, it's like it feels like they're taking, like, remember those egg beaters, right? So it feels like actually they just took a small egg beater, stick it in your eye socket, and they go like, that's what it feels like. Now you're frozen for that, but after the freezing wears off, damn it, boy, let me tell you, that hurts. Let me tell you, that freaking hurts. So if even a scratched cornea, it's going to irritate the shit out of you, is what that's going to do, Sterling. And especially if your eyes tear up, if you've got if you've got teary eyes, or you're susceptible, you hit wind or something. Yeah, you're gonna feel that. Yeah, me too, Scott. Hope you heal up fast. Actually, the only problem with scratching your eyeballs is they're not super quick to heal. Like you could be mildly irritated, up to 4 or 5 days. The first day is not bad, but mildly irritated for at least 4 or 5 days. So it's good luck with that, brother. Good luck with that. Mr. P's, sorry. Doctor said I'll heal up in another day. You're lucky then. It wasn't that bad then. It's not that bad then. If he's telling you you'll be good in a day or so, you're all right. Mr. B's from North Carolina. What's going on, my man? I'm going to see if I can drop the link, Mr. B's, if you want to come in and do some work. I understand you were showing off a little in Sterling last night. Thank you for that. And Sterling, thank you as well. Because Mr. B's is doing those cornhole boards for the charity drive, and we absolutely appreciate everything he's doing. So the more exposure he gets, and the more these boards are out there, I'm hoping the better this will be. So, Mr. B's, if you want, I'm going to try to drop the link here. And if you want to come in, you don't have to. If you're busy, you got something else going on, you don't have to. But if you want to, please feel free to come on in and, have a little chit chat as usual. And then, you can get to work and do your magic. Let's see here. Andy, dance, bitch, dance. Oh, come on. DIY, good to see you, man. Eye pain hurts. I've had multiple eye surgeries, brother. I can attest to that. It's, you know what? I've had 2 back surgeries. I've had knee surgeries. I've had a shoulder surgery. I've I've broken everything on my bone and every bone, pretty much every bone on my wrist and my body. And let me tell you, I'd rather break a finger than have those eye surgeries or mess around with those eyeballs again. It was a little too much. There's our boy. How we doing there tonight, sir?
I am here.
You are there. Well, I am here. No, I am here. You are there.
Yeah, I am here. Well, I am here. You are there. So there.
Hey, what do you think of this one? I dug this one. Look at this one. This is an original. This one's older than most of the people in the chat. Look at this one.
Damn,
I dug this. I dug when because we're packing the house and we're moving some shit. So we came across this one.
Nice.
This thing is so faded and so old. I'm afraid actually to wash it or I got to hang it to dry and everything like that because I'm afraid it'll literally come apart.
I hear that, man. I hear that. I got this one on tonight.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's got a lot of colors in it, man. It's a hard print.
Well, this one I got a little red in it. You can't really see it anymore. Like I said, it's faded out pretty good. So
yeah, we had a good time last night on Sterling. We went over a couple things about different stuff. I was up until, I don't know, man, about 5 o'clock in the morning doing some work on the boards. I'm going to show everybody right now. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, look at that.
Let's see if we can get them to swing the right way here.
Damn it, boy, that is sexy.
I got the other one over there. Let's see here. I got that one. That's the original practice board that we started with. Other than that, though, man, I mean, they're coming along nice. I got all the highlights in the back part. I started breaking down the rest of the painting from the guard dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little tricky. I think I just about got it. You know, it's an actual painting. So whenever you're trying to break it down, it wants to like make a loop because it's outlining both sides of the paint stroke. Right. So I had to eliminate that in order to get just the framework in there, blah, blah, blah. I was up till about 6:30 this morning breaking that apart. And I'm just about ready to make up all the stencils. I'll probably maybe tonight or tomorrow. I'm kind of out of it today, man. I guess because I stayed up late. But other than that, though, I'm just chilling tonight. We're going to let them cure, okay, for a little while longer, and do their thing. So I'm not really painting tonight, but I did figure I'd stop by and say hello. Okay. See how everybody's doing. Everybody seems to be fine. I seen Mr. Humberto. He finally got a load. I don't know if he's in the house or not or whatever, but he finally got himself a load going, it looks like. That guy, man, he's been through the damn ringer in this damn business. I'll tell you what, a truck burning up, and 5 months later, he's finally getting a real load going, you know?
Yeah.
Not too many people can hold on for that. I got to give it to the man.
I've not seen anybody that's had to go through so many hoops. Right, to jump through so many hoops just to get his truck on, like just to get the truck on and get running. Right. I mean, like where I'm on right now, if I went on like if I walked in the door and brought the truck on Monday, by Thursday I'd be rolling.
Sure.
Right? By Thursday I'd be rolling. He's what? A month, Mr. B, something like that? A month, 3 weeks?
No, man, no, he's going on 5 friggin' months, dude.
Well, 5 months since he's worked, but like he went on to Mercer like a month ago, I think, or 3 weeks, a month ago. And it's insane. Man. When I went to work for Mercer, I made the initial phone calls and then did the, the introductions over the phone, then did the application, sent it all down. That took a day. And then they got back to me the next day. 3 days later, they sent me up my e-log. They overnighted my e-log up to me. So I had that.
I remember that.
At the same time that arrived, my temporary plate arrived. And so that was all on a Friday. I drove down and I was in my orientation, I think Monday or Tuesday. Nice. I don't know what took him so long. I don't know what the problems were. I know he had some problems with his trailer, right? Because his trailer was purchased out of Quebec.
Right.
So when he went to register it, it was registered in the registration was in English, and they wouldn't register the damn thing because it wasn't in French.
What the fuck?
No, I'm serious. So he had some hoops to jump through for that. And then I guess something wasn't acceptable to Mercer. And then there was the insurance. I don't know. There were so many steps and so much shit that this poor bugger's had to go through that I've forgotten it all. There's just so much of it.
Yeah, my heart goes out to the guy, man. But if you look at what he went through, and he's nowhere near like, this is his first ride or his first rodeo or whatever. He's been trucking for a couple of years now. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's been trucking more than that. He's been trucking for a while.
Yeah, he knows the system. He knows everything that's going on. I can only imagine what the new people that are trying to come into this industry to jump on board and stuff and get loads, what they're going to have to go through. Not too many people are going to put up with that. They're just going to be like, fuck it, I can't do, I came here to find work, and now I have to go through all this. I got to go get a job just to pay my bills.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't get a job until he got his job.
Yeah, yeah.
And
he held on. He held on. So I got to give it to the guy, man. And the dog is looking great and stuff. But I just seen him on the road just a couple of minutes ago and stuff like that. He seems to be doing pretty good, So
right on.
I wish him the best on it. I mean, I know his APU went out. He had this problem. He had that problem. He had So it's like in a brand new fucking truck. It's like, well,
well, like you said, I think it's a couple of months since the Peterbilt caught fire, so his truck burns down. I know that he was doing some work in between, like he was driving somebody else's truck.
Yeah,
right.
So, yeah.
To make a little bit of scratch. But he wasn't really boasting about any of that. And he got jerked around with Landstar with the insurance, right? With the money for that. Right. So when he finally got that, because he'd already bought the Kenworth, but he couldn't pay the Kenworth until he got the money from the Pete. It was just a shit show.
I remember when he was actually really, anxious to get in with Landstar, and finally got in with them, and then all the shit broke loose with his truck. And now it's like he's not working with Landstar. And I'm like, wow, fuck Landstar, if that's their attitude towards shit, So all the guy did was, accidentally catch his truck on fire, or his truck caught on fire. And
well, that's the thing. It wasn't even his fault, dude.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, that's just bullshit, dude. And you would think all the insurance companies and everything, that's all covered anyway. So, it's like, what the fuck, man? So he lost that lead that he was really anxious to get in with them to begin with,
Yeah.
So, and all the hell he went through for that.
Just keep an eye on him, though. Like he's one of those guys that you just keep an eye on him. I promise you. He's a smart little bastard. Just because he talks funny, don't get me wrong. Just because he talks funny doesn't mean that he's stupid. Okay, Humberto is not stupid. He's one of the smartest kids, one of the smartest cats out there that I know running the system right now. Yeah. He knows all the ins and outs. He knows all the right people to talk to. And he knows how to make money, and he's not afraid to work. No. I mean, I like to joke around that, I can run circles. That fucker could run circles around me.
He's a young buck too, so you got that going on.
Well, he is. I'll give him that. Yeah.
I like his he went to the step side and stuff like that. I don't know, man. That particular step side, it's a good trailer, don't get me wrong, and stuff like that. But you're limited, because of the way it steps up and stuff. So even on a heavy piece of equipment, you're limited on what size you're going to be able to put on there. He says I read the tag, it's 99,000 pounds or some shit like that. And I'm like, damn. Yeah. But that's
I helped him. I helped him when because he had a choice between 2 or 3 trailers. Okay.
Right.
That was for where he was going, right? For where he was going to Mercer, and for where he was going and what he was doing and what he was wanting to do. That trailer was the best for what he wanted. Right. He's got the step, but he's also got 3 risers or 2 risers. Right. So he can turn that. He can use the whole deck of that trailer, right? If he needs to, he can put the risers up and he can use that. But you're right. If he gets a piece of equipment that's too big, then he's limited to the bottom. He'll lose what's up on the kick. But
That's right.
for what he's doing and for the work that he's going to be doing, even if he wants to get into a little oversize here and there, that trailer he's got there will last him forever. It's perfectly equipped. He's got the boxes on it. He's got all the equipment. I know he's got the equipment because I sold him fucking all of mine. So no, I sold him. I had all the chains and binders that were sitting in my garage here.
I didn't
right?
know that. Awesome.
I really did. So I sold it all to him. So I know what he's got. He's ready to rock and roll. He's in good shape.
Yeah, I'm really hoping the guy, pulls it out because I mean, God, man, everything he's been through, that's just bullshit,
Yeah, it is. It is.
I've never seen anything like it. So
it's good to see him rolling. He actually, I was having a snooze. Don't tell my wife, right? But I was having a snooze in there, and then Chicken Hawk started texting me, and then while I was in the middle of Chicken Hawk, then Humberto, he actually sent me a message that he sent me a message about his load, right? But what he did is he sent me the screenshot of his dash. The little bastard, okay, he's got a container on, right? And he's got 40-something thousand pounds, and he's still getting 9.2 or 9.4 miles per gallon.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
No, that's really good.
Yeah,
that's really good. So I'm quite happy.
I got something to say to Mr. Sterling here. Sterling, it was great seeing you yesterday. We were talking about that company that was doing the electric trucks and blah, blah, blah. And the name of it is called the Clean Freight Coalition. Okay, you could look them up. And it kind of explains more detail of what I was talking about this new system. But it's called Clean Freight Coalition. I tell you what, man, it's some wild ass shit what the hell they're saying on that platform. That's for sure. Yeah, and why would we care if you had a snooze? Only Dar does.
Did you show them the boards?
Yeah, everybody's seen the boards already and stuff like that. So I'm just going to kind of take it easy. I'm going to hang out with these guys for a little bit, and I think I'm just going to kick back in the recliner and watch a movie tonight, brother.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there it is right there, Sterling. Good looking out on that, buddy. Okay. But, yeah, click on that thing. It's pretty wild, man. The information I was able to get, it's pretty wild. So,
right on. Right on. Yeah, I guess Sterling went live. I started to watch the replay this morning, but I was so damn tired. I was in bed when Sterling went live last night, so I watched, I guess, the first 7 or 8 minutes of it this morning. But it was 1:30 this morning, right?
Yeah,
so I'm trying to get myself and just listening to that while you're trying to get your shit together and get yourself in gear and get rolling down the highway. I was dragging my ass so bad. I was doing the 60 and 2, stay awake plan, 60 mile an hour, 2 windows down, just to stay awake. I was so dragging my ass so bad this morning. So
damn, temperature dropped last night in this house, man. My nipples got hard, man. God damn, it had me like 50 degrees, and I started freezing my ass off.
That's what Mrs. B's is for. You're supposed to be snuggled up to Mrs. B's.
I was in here painting. She was in the bed, crashed out.
Yeah.
What was nice about, I think that you're right. I think Sterling did go live. But what was really cool, man, is like there was 3 or 4, I think, that actually was live streaming Sterling's stream.
Right.
Okay. And I was highly encouraging that because more people are getting to see what's going on and talk about the fallen angels and talk about the charity drive.
Well, this is what we wanted, right? This is what we wanted. This is what when you and I were talking off a camera. This is what we were talking about: getting as much exposure to this as possible. And that's why I said I'm very grateful for what Sterling did last night. And actually, it was Dar that told me today that, like you just said, Sterling had actually, there was a couple other people that were broadcasting, or they were playing it as well on their channels. So yeah, it was really cool.
Maggie says hello.
What's going on, baby? I got my Piper right here. She's laying down on her blanket. She's just crashing out and having some fun. What are you doing?
I did check on the shipping. Oh man.
Okay, yeah, I got your email. Okay, hold on. I got your email right here. Now,
Right,
we're
right.
not going to talk. I'm not going to discuss numbers over this, but
Well, I think
guess
that everybody has the right to know. I mean, that the shipping, we're going to have to figure that out on this whole deal. I didn't like that it was taken away from the fallen angels, but at the same time, the money is actually for a trucker that, trying to fill his load. I mean, that's so, I don't know. I don't know what to do about, what to think about that, so.
I think the highest, like the highest price you got
Yes.
was what, for both boards was $250.
That was going like all the way out to California. I wanted to do a coast to coast. And even me and Donna at the UPS, she works at the Ace Hardware, but they have a UPS here connected to it. And
Right.
So that's where I go to do all this. And I said, well, let's go the farthest. Let's go like Colorado, California, LA. We did Miami. We did Maine. And I think we did Texas and stuff like that. And the longest was $150 or $120 for the board to go to LA.
Yeah.
And I rounded everything up because they got this insurance thing you got to do. So I rounded it up, and it was like, $250 for the set. Okay.
Correct.
And then I started looking at shipping the bags, and I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense that I'm going to spend another $25 to ship the bags. I'm just going to give an Amazon card, and that way whoever's getting these boards can get any bag that they want to in the $50 range. And I thought that would, that would work the best. So
That's fine.
then you get the free shipping, and they get whatever bag they want instead of just these Chinese bags.
Right.
Not saying anything bad about them, but they're just cheap bags. So yeah.
Don't you here? Listen, don't you worry about the shipping costs.
Well,
leave that to me. Okay. As long as what you've sent me here is fairly accurate within a couple of bucks.
Right. Yeah.
Don't worry about the shipping costs. If goddamn Freeway, who lives out in SoCal, if he wins it and it's got to go out to Cali, we know it's going to cost $250.
Right. Right.
Leave that.
Everybody knows about this. I think that it's fair that everybody, they know about what's going on. Like, you're not just winning the boards, are you winning the shipping also? I don't want anybody to get caught off guard or
nobody is going to pay for their own shipping. Put it that way. Okay.
Okay. All right. So just as long as everybody knows,
don't worry about the shipping.
Right.
And I'm grateful to you for taking the time and figuring that out. So as long I was more concerned that it was going to be like a $500 bill to get it out for something, but for $250, I'm not going to lose my mind over that. You know what I mean? So
I learned something.
We'll take care of the shipping. You don't have to worry about nothing like that. Okay. Whoever wins it, I'll make sure you get the address, you ship it, and you'll get paid.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I just didn't, I learned a valuable lesson because, I've never really gotten that far into shipping stuff back and forth, just little things, a helmet, a fender, whatever, light ship, nothing like this here. But so I learned what this was going to entail. If people really wanted my boards and I was to go online, how was I going to handle the shipping end of this? So it was a good learning experience for me also. I think I'm probably going to end up being local, because you're paying $350, $400 for a set of boards, $500 for a set of boards. Not too many people are going to want to pay that $250 on top of it. Maybe, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. My biggest concern is, and you touched on it real quickly, is they've got the insurance. Right. Whoever we're shipping it to, they got to be insured. Okay. And they got to be insured for full value, if not more, in the event something happens, because what anything's like going through fucking the post, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I was trying to look at that, and I was also looking at the boards. I think they come out to be like 30 pounds or something like that, 25, 30 pounds. I forget. But I'm actually thinking about using the bigger box and kind of like putting them face to face with maybe a plastic in between them and shipping both of them at the same time. Okay.
Put a layer of bubble wrap between them, Mr. B's. You can buy bubble wrap probably about the width of those boards, and put yourself a nice layer of bubble wrap between them and put them face to face, and then bind them together and put them in the box, and they'll ship fine.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking of. That's exactly because you don't know if they're going to be tossing them around or whatever. So that's exactly what I'm thinking now.
Yeah. Okay.
On how to ship these. I was thinking like putting it like one in a box, and then I have the face actually facing one of the edges, and if somebody was to hit that with something and tear up the board itself, at least the frame I could always send you back out a new frame. If it busts a frame or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
your own frame. We're good. Okay. As long as the board, the painting and stuff like that doesn't get damaged. That's what I was worried about.
Right on. Right on.
But other than that, that's what we're doing today. It's great seeing everybody as always. I'm actually going to bounce a little bit here and let somebody else come on and run their mouth, except for you.
Fantastic, man. Appreciate your time, brother. Appreciate everything you're doing. Love you guys a lot, eh?
All right. Thanks, guys. We love you all too. All right. Bye.
Great. Later. Look at that. One goes out, one comes in. Who's that? Oh, we got 690 in the house. What's going on, man?
I don't know, man. I've been doing a lot of work recently, and I definitely feel it.
Well, that all depends on what your definition of work is. What have you been doing for work?
Well, the 12 to 14-hour days. I've been hauling human waste of all kinds, as well as copper ore.
The copper ore I could deal with. The human waste, not so much.
I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest, and it's allegedly compost, but
allegedly. Does
well,
it say your side of your truck? Allegedly.
when you find bicycles and manhole covers in the compost, you've probably got something wrong.
Yeah, there's a problem there, eh?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I was gonna say I feel bad for you, but that's trucking, baby. That's trucking.
Yeah.
It could be worse. You could be sitting on your couch playing Call of Duty with no job at all, right?
I did that. I didn't much care for it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't believe I actually let him in. Look at that. There's the Curdy man himself. What's going on, son?
What's up? How's it going?
Well, you know what? I'm tired and I'm weary, but you know what? I'm still 2 steps ahead of all you young fuckers. So
I think you're more than 2 steps, Brian. I think you're a whole football field ahead.
Sure,
Well,
be probably in a couple of miles out.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
So you're coming up Sunday, Curtis, eh?
Yep.
Is that for sure? Yeah.
Yeah.
And where are you now? You're in Montreal?
Chateau Gay.
Chateau Gay. It's pronounced Chateau Gay.
I don't fucking care.
I don't.
House of Gay.
It's called Chateau Gay. It's actually a really nice little town. I've been there. I've been there 1,000 times.
Beautiful here.
It's
Well,
a
the
gorgeous.
gays know how to put out the carpet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, it's about 20 from there. It's about not even 20 minutes into downtown Montreal from Chateau Gay. So
Yeah.
Curtis, what are you doing there?
I've been seeing some family. Then we're gonna head down to the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Quebec, and visit some more.
You've just defined Quebec.
Yeah.
Yeah, bumfuck nowhere, Quebec.
Danville, that's over by Sherbrooke.
Yeah, I know where Danville is.
Yeah. Because my dad grew up there, so we're gonna take him down a memory lane trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing's gonna fall.
So on Sunday when you come, the old man's coming with you?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're gonna meet Daddy Curdy or Daddy Dirty?
Yeah.
Daddy Dirty Curdy. Here we go. Dude, you gotta find a spot and sit your ass down because we're all getting motion sickness fucking watching you. Oh yeah, that's even better. Yeah. I've never met his dad before, Dar. I think you have, yeah, but I haven't. What's going on, Cheap Freight Hauler? Good to see you, brother. Actually, I finally got to see you yesterday. Hauler, you were on DIY was live and you popped in quick there, so now everybody knows what you look like. Don't give up your trucking career, baby. I'm one to talk, eh? What a fucking model I am. There's Golden Aladdin. What's going on, Rick? Good to see you. Dodie, good to see you. Thanks for hanging in. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for popping. Who else is here? I missed a whole bunch of people. Well, I didn't miss Chicken Hawk. He's here. Freeway's here. If I win, I'll pay for shipping. We'll work something out. Don't you guys worry. 2-4, good to see you. Well, 2-4, there's the link. You were talking the other day. You wanted to go in. The link is up there, and it's working today, obviously. So, and who else is in here? 2-4's in the door. Karen's here. Good morning, Karen. Good afternoon. Good evening, Karen. How the hell are you? Good to see you. Sorry, I'm just going back up real quick because all of this. I was talking with Mr. Bees, and you guys were chattering 200 miles an hour, and I missed all the conversation. Semi Ernie's in here. Good to see you, Ernie. Thanks for coming in. That was like 10 minutes ago. He's probably passed out on his couch by now. Passed out on his couch. So, Curdy, when you come up on Sunday, you got your mankini? You bring it?
I'll have to buy a 2x1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I lost it.
Wow. I think your other one just let go on you.
I'll buy I'll buy a G string just for
you. Do that.
You do that. Oh, I will. Don't tempt me.
You should send it to Brian.
You know
I'd love to see photos.
Well, 690. I don't know if you ever saw the video I did last. Was it last year?
I will ride the mower in reverse cowgirl.
Well, you know what? I got no problem if you want to do that. IH, good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
I know how to have a good time.
IH, Curtis is coming by the house on Sunday, and we're gonna put him in a G string, and he's gonna ride the riding mower. Again, I think you saw the one we did last year of him what the hell was that? It was almost like a Speedo.
2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago? But yeah. It was something like a Speedo. But this year you're going to wear a thong,
like a Borat style mankini.
Reverse cowgirl on the John Deere, are you?
I will make the attempt.
You will. You're goddamn right. You will, because
I need to reclaim my throne. So
Ryan holds the throne. He's not here right now, but Ryan holds the throne.
Reclaim your manhood.
I think if you throw this one out there, I think you'll retake the throne.
Goddamn right, I fucking will. Go wait.
Hey, what's going on, Red Lady? Happy belated birthday. Good to see you.
Happy birthday.
Do us a favor, Red Lady. Keep your animal in check there. I mean, keep Sterling in check. You know.
Are those gray hairs? You better fucking not be.
In his beard, I think they might be.
Curtis, you got some gray coming in or what?
Oh no, looks like it. Whatever.
Get used to it, son. How old are you now?
24.
24? I didn't have gray at 24. Quinn, I don't give a damn if he mows the grass or mows the lawn or not. I don't care. All I want him to do is drive it and wear the G-string, and I don't give a damn. I can fix the grass. Like I can remow it and straighten it out and do all that, but I don't give a damn. I don't give a shit if one blade of grass gets cut.
I'm surprised my car made it up here.
What do you still driving that? What do you got? That Mitsubishi?
Yeah.
That thing's still alive? You haven't killed it yet?
I almost did last October.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. I basically rebuilt the front end.
Yeah.
Yeah, for $2,000.
It cost you more than the car was worth.
Same. This. I can sell it for $2,000 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
New front end, new brakes all the way around. Rear suspension was done last year.
You sound like you're getting ready to sell it. Look at you. Sound like a
Oh.
car salesman.
I am going to run this car into the ground like I did with the Ford.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised the Ford made it out of the driveway. What did you do with that thing anyway?
Oh, I scrapped it for $1,000.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm amazed.
Me too.
Jody says you're only 24. He's still a puppy. Oh, how cute.
Oh, thank you.
That's so adorable.
He
I'm
still
blind.
has life left in his eyes.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
What did you say?
You still have life left in your eyes?
Oh, fuck no. That left a long time ago.
Oh,
You kidding me?
please. Oh, please. What's going on? Hold on. Let me just take a quick thing to the comments here.
Oh.
Gray and he's still a baby. Yeah, exactly, Dar. Gray and he's still a baby. How old are you, Chicken Smack? Oops. I mean, Chicken Hawk. 120? Oh, look at Dodie firing bombs across the bow here. You're not going to take that from her, are you, Chicken Hawk? Take the gloves off, Mike. Fire away. I'd love to see an all-out brawl between Dodalina and Chicken Hawk.
Thanks to denial, I'm immortal.
Yeah. Yeah. Up a little west of where you are. My youngest son is older than Curtis now. My youngest daughter is 2 years younger than Curtis. My second youngest daughter is I think a year almost the same age as Curtis, and then the other four are older than Curtis.
About a year, I think.
Is Maddie a year younger than you?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even know how old your kids are.
Look at a raging hard on. Well, I'm 54 and I am a raging hard on. There we go. So, what do we want to talk about? Oh, I know what we want to talk about. I'm just going to do this. We're going to do this for like another 5-10 minutes. I do want to put out the date again, right? For the charity drive. Curtis, I do kind of expect you to be there, cheering us on.
I'll make a appearance.
You're not going to make an appearance. You'll be there the whole damn time, son. We've got the drive. It's on the 22nd of June. Freeway's in. He's getting his beard shaved. Sterling's getting done. Buck is going to get his hair done into a mohawk because he doesn't have a beard. I'm getting mine done, shaved. Invader's getting shaved. Mr. B's has agreed that if we hit $10,000, right? If we hit the $10,000 mark, Mr. B's will allow Mrs. B's to shave his beard off. And I think he's got the award winner. I'm not sure if Freeways is longer than Mr. B's, but both of them are in that territory, right? They got the big, long, like Duck Dynasty type beard. So if we hit $10,000, then Mr. B's is going to do his. I'm reaching out to some. I've already reached out to a couple other channels for bigger channels for some support, and I'm waiting to hear back from one of them. I've already heard back from one, and we have his channel support. I'm not going to say anything yet because we're going to be putting together some shorts and some other things like that, promoting, and then we're going to list off who's supporting and sponsoring and the giveaways and. So we're kind of doing that. Dar's busy in the house. Here's a throwback to Curtis. There you go. There's what is that? Is that the Curtis lawnmower, Dar? I think that's got to be the Curtis lawnmower.
I'm scared.
Oh, you know what? If you're not laughing and have tears in your eyes laughing, 690, there's something wrong with you.
Not tears so much, but that's definitely an interesting sight to be seen.
Listen to the commentary, man. That's me on the commentary. That is awesome. I couldn't have worked out any better. Curtis is driving and me commentating. That was perfect.
That was fucking gold.
That was great, man. That was one of my prouder moments. Let me tell you.
Well, if you guys hit your goal, I'm getting a Swayze style mullet. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's always sexy. I think they're coming back into style anyway.
I hope so, because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, right on. Well, I think we're gonna hit 10 grand. I think we're gonna hit 10 grand. Like I said, we got the boards. Mr. B's boards are gonna get raffled off. Or sorry, I keep saying raffled. It's not raffled. They're not being raffled off. They're being auctioned off. We're gonna hold an auction. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna set a schedule. So like the first person will come in, we'll do some chit chatting and everything like that. And the first guy will come in. We're going to go from shortest beard to longest beard. So the first guy will get himself shaved, however long that takes, do a little chit chatting. Let's get some money bouncing. And then we'll get the second guy. And then we're going to, we'll do we're going to do some merch giveaways. I'm reaching out to other channels. If there's any other channels out there and you guys got merch and you're willing to donate it, and I say that, donate it to the cause. We're going to be giving out some merch, some of mine. I know I've got some merch from at least one other channel that's going to contribute, and like I said, I'm reaching out to other channels. We're going to do some of that, and then we'll have a couple more shaves, and then I think about the middle of the stream, we'll auction off Mr. B's cornhole boards, and then we'll shave off, like get the rest of the guys all shaved, and Buck get his mohawk, and then we'll just carry on and just see how much money we can raise. And that's kind of what we're looking at. Now there's more to it than that. There's going to be another raffle for some other shit and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And we're going to put that together on the 22nd. So we need as much support as possible. This is a fantastic charity. The Forgotten Angels is I don't know. The more once or twice a day, I go and look at their website and just to keep it fresh in my head. The work that Dave and Cindy do down there on this channel, or on this charity is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. It must be overwhelming at times for the amount of work that they actually put into this. So I would really be proud to be able to present them with whatever. I don't care. I'd like to hit 10 grand. If we hit it, great. But whatever we hit is better. If we go over 10 grand, even better. But I would be very, very pleased, and I'd be proud for this channel and all of you in it that are here with us. Every time we go live and watch the videos and hang out with us. You guys are the ones that are ponying up the money. I'm throwing some money in on this as well, obviously, but it's you guys digging into your pockets. And even though times are a little tough right now, you know what? I think we can still do it. I think $10,000 is not out of the realm of possibility. So
yeah, that's just a small motorcycle's worth of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a John Deere riding mower.
No, that riding mower I got, it's only like $4 grand.
Really?
Yeah, that thing's only that's not a top. Mind you, that's not a top of the line John Deere mower, right?
Rebuild the suspension again.
Well, I had to take it back. I had to take it in and have the back axle fucking straightened out. Right? Like 690. Did you watch that video that Dar put up there about him riding the mower?
I will watch it in its entirety when I can.
Okay, well, just so you know, after Curtis got off the mower, I finished mowing the rest of the lawn. And then I went to use it again the following weekend, and it had to go in. I had to take it into town and have it, I had to take it into Napanee and have the back axle straightened out on it. Because Curdy it's like a fucking truck. He twisted the back end out of the truck, man. Just like
the torque coming off the line.
Yeah, well, I was honestly thinking, you know what I'm gonna do is I was gonna build a ramp and have you jump it like a Dukes of Hazzard, jump it. But I'm like, forget it, man. We're not doing that because you'll bottom out all four. You'll take all four tires, all the axles, the full suspension. You'll blow the seat out of the thing.
Yes.
The drive line will be sitting in the middle of the backyard by the fire pit.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's paying for that? You?
You.
It sends the piston to low Earth
Paying
orbit.
for the entertainment.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the entertainment value. I'm paying for the entertainment.
Yep.
Humberto, what the hell's going on?
Hey, what's up? What's going on? Look, what's going on over here? 40-foot container. Guess
40
what I have over here?
Another
I have,
40-foot container.
I have here. I don't want to talk to anybody to see. I have almost $700,000 US in a McLaren and Air Formula One stuff. You know, we're going to Montreal.
No kidding.
Nah.
And where will you be crossing the border and at what time?
Yeah.
I will.
Don't tell the Romanians.
You just let me know what time you're going to be crossing the border and which one. Are you coming up at Lacal?
Yeah, Lacal. These guys want Lacal. I was from Chicago. Was only 800 and something miles, but then I was on the wrong address because they give me the wrong address, and then I have to go south 60 miles. I was to pick up yesterday, but they asked me to do it today. But they pay me $450 for the detention, plus the load, of course. But now I want the extra miles as well.
Yeah.
Come on, well, I did over 150 miles for nothing, and my fuel card is not working. So I'm fueling at the bump price. I'm paying $3 something because I don't know. The card is activated and everything, but look, this I put it myself. The rack.
You
Hold on,
put
hold
a
on,
headache
hold on,
rack
hold
on
on.
yourself?
Stay there. Stay
I
there.
put that. I put the attic rack myself.
You put that on yourself?
Well, was a guy, two guys who helped me just to put it in place, but everything else, I put everything myself, the bolts and everything. Look, I'm gonna show what did happen to me when I was coming to the yard. I actually was in Montreal. Thanks God I was not. No, yeah, I was using the axle. Look, I already ordered the piece. Ah, shit, I cannot. You know what's that? You know what's missing over here?
Yeah.
So now I cannot slide the axle. The bolts inside was loose. So the piece just come out. I ordered the piece, but I'm gonna see when I arrive in Montreal. I'm just gonna drive my car to see if I can find the piece. You know, maybe they are still okay.
Yeah.
And that one thing I like on this trailer is I can ride higher if I want to. But even when I see, look this step deck over here, the flatbed. I can lower the back suspension to the basically over here.
Yeah, I know.
To do over inflated. Yeah, I have 40,000 pounds load, and I was stopping at 9.9 miles per gallon.
Yeah, I know. I was
Just
just
sailboat
looking at your
fuel.
text message. I was talking to Mr. B.
65. Oh yeah, 65 miles an hour. Cruise control.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm looking at your text message. 9.9 miles per gallon. Cruise control percent hours is 87%. That's fucking good, man. That's how you make money right there, bud. You're making money on your fuel.
Oh fuck! I will just on fuel. I pay the truck and trailer, man. Believe me.
Yeah. That's a good
Truck
deal.
and trailer is paid. Yeah. No, I like it. Well,
how far back is the container from the kick? You should only be no more than 18 inches, eh?
No, look, it's 40 feet. I have 43 feet lower deck. My lower deck is 43 feet.
Go to the front. I'm talking about the front. The front of the
front.
The front of the container.
The front I have.
it's not tight. So how far back did you put
No,
it?
no. It's like, look, I still have this space.
Yeah. Okay.
Because look over here, this is for the ramps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I have these two levels over here.
Yeah.
This one is for the back if I need these levers and ramps. Okay, these ramps as well. I have two ramps on the back, and I have another two ramps over there. That two ramps is smaller, 6-inch only, to put over here. But that two goes with the other ones on the back with that piece over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's say if I have some machine that is very low to the ground, I need the two ramps. And one thing I like on this trailer, I have the toolbox over here, the timbers is all over there, and over here on the back, this thing over here opens, and I have
Yeah.
another two ramps over here.
Yeah.
And
Where
let's
do
see,
you have
look
your
for the
lumber?
ramps.
Where's your lumber?
Huh?
Where's your lumber?
Yeah, it's on the driver's side. Over here, I have another toolbox. And the good thing is that box and another one on the side, even you have the hooks for the change, or like the hiding crack
Yeah.
on both sides.
Yeah. Yeah.
Over here, I have the tarps. That one was yours, that tarp.
Yeah.
That one. Another one's no, but that one was yours. And I sold at 5 snap binders at Mercer Yard. Was a guy was needed. I have a lot, so I still have some chance. 5/16 chance to sell it. I don't need it. The lumber is here. Look,
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
it's on the driver's side. Normally, what I do, I have this inch over here, like at least. Well, I drove all the way, but normally I have all of them over here. This thing over here. See, look, I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
close it. See,
Yeah. It's a
can
safety.
close it. You know what? I think I did make a good move.
Well, hey, hold on here. I want to see something. How many straps do you have on that?
I put it 5. Put
And
it
how many
5. I have 4. I have 5 straps,
And 4 chains?
5 chains, 4
Okay.
chains, and 4 binders. I have
Okay.
all cross. See, look.
Yep. That's fine. Yep. No, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. That's good.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Now,
Good job.
another thing. I did have problems with my ABS lights, so I did go to the mechanic down there to fix it, and the guys fixed it. But again, the ABS light did come on. But actually, I discovered what's the problem. What the problem was, in this case, this trailer, because this axle slides, so over there, it has the connectors. Yeah, you remember the 2 connectors connect together from the tire to the wiring. So
Yeah.
the 2 connectors was loose, just touching. So yesterday when I stopped, I did go under the trailer and fix everything
Right on.
myself. Yeah.
It's all good now?
Brian, I'm gonna ask you. Yeah, all good. I'm gonna ask you a question to see if you remember. In
Okay.
Canada, what is the province you cannot do that on the straps? Half a turn. If you remember,
I think
see, it's half a
I
turn.
think it's British Columbia.
No, Ontario.
Is it Ontario?
Yeah, Ontario do not allow that. That's stupid. That's so stupid.
It
Because
is.
actually, this helps to the wind does not go like like this. I like this. I did it like that.
I don't usually
Huh?
do that, but yeah, I know that there's. I thought there was 2. If there's one, there's one, but I never paid attention to it anyway because I never twisted the strap. I always keep them straight.
Well, I just do half a twist. Okay, I do half a twist this way, and then when come back to the other side, I do a half a twist to the other way. This way, it's going to be straight, basically.
Right. It
But
kind of stops the flapping. But it
yeah,
also,
stops the
it
fucking
also
flapping.
wears out your straps a little faster.
Yeah. Look at this, what I did it. Put the strap over here, this way to not let the stupid binder come to this way. It's not there.
Still see.
Huh?
Sorry, I had to turn one of my lights on.
Okay, I was saying, I put this strap over here, this way also. Do not let the binder come this way. Because, you know, sometimes the binder is the movement, it comes, it rotates to the side. Like that one over there. This one over here actually did that. No, it's not this one, the another one. This one here. I like these binders. I'm not. I really don't like the snap binders, but this one actually is good because it has the pin to protect, like the
Yeah.
block, and this part here is like the ratchet binders. You can adjust.
Yeah.
The part over here,
I've got a bunch. I forgot to give them to you because you said you weren't going to be having any snap binders, but I've got a couple of little clips. I got about 6 of the clips that go on those snap binders, and then you put the pin in it so it stops the binder from opening.
yeah, I have the clips. Look, I have the clips. Look over here, the clips.
Okay, I was going to give you some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my binders have the clips. I have like I think eight snap binders, and I like 20 the other ones. I'm gonna sell the old ones. I'm gonna keep like 12 or something, and the snap ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this load is a bit fucked up with the border. Too much paperwork and stuff like that. With Mercer, I'm the one actually doing the paperwork.
Yeah, I know.
I sent it to them already. But you know what? I like that because this way I'm the one send it. Like Landstar is the brokers, and Landstar do not allow you to do it. And then even if you do, because you are pissed with the broker gets mad at you.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like crazy. So when I was at Mercer, the day before at Mercer, was a fucking Mexican. He hit my truck over there on a lamp, and he hit this tire. Well, it's not this tire. It was another one I did have it. With the bumper of the trailer was like 2 cuts like this. You know, the back of the bumper.
Yeah.
And I was at night time. Well, I checked the tire. Everything was good, but I checked the tire just because I don't even think the guy did even touch on the tire. Because I put my feet over here, another one over here to put the lamp good. But when I got to the Mercer, the tire just blew off. And then that's when I did check the cuts. See this bumper over here. Wait a second. Was a fucking reefer. Oh yeah. It's nice weather. You see this bumper over here?
Yeah.
This thing over here? But this guy is covered. But another one was open. So that's why I got the cut. Yeah. I'm good, man. Just maybe I will go to Texas, come back, and then go to Calgary. Well, it's not Calgary, it's Vulcan or something like that.
Is that what you're looking at going now? After this, going up to
Yeah.
Calgary?
Yeah, well, this load is going to deliver tomorrow. Thanks God. This way, I can, even if I don't get the load, because it's a weekend, I don't know if the guy's going to answer the phone. Even if I don't get the load, I will get Monday. Monday morning.
Yeah.
I will have my 36 hours reset. So
Who are you?
I will
who
be
are you
okay.
calling for your Canadian freight? Are you calling Roberto?
Roberto and Donson. There's 2 of them.
Yeah. Okay.
But also I can just call the load board. Well, actually, I saw these loads, and I told it, and there was another one in South Carolina, but that was the one I wanted because that one was paying really good. It was 5 loads, but because of the EBS light is not working, the guys at Mercy do not pass, so you cannot go on the road.
Right.
So I lost the loads. So it was 4 loads. Was going just north of Montreal. Was paying almost $7,000, man, to the truck. I know I did have to drive 600 miles from Louisville to there, from South Carolina, but was even with that miles was 1,800 miles. 3 days drive, man. $7,000.
That's good.
I lost.
Especially if you get 9.9 miles per gallon, right?
Fuck. I'm telling you, everybody talks shit about Packard. I did have the Peterbilts. Yeah, okay, but don't forget one thing people don't realize is idling the truck. Believe me, these 2 weeks, a week and a half, I was at Mercer, basically. This truck did basically not idle any second. The times the truck did idle was like when I start to go to the garage and to the inspection, history logs and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
The truck never idle. Never. I don't let the truck idle, man. Why? I have the fucking APU. Why I gonna idle? APU gonna get 1 gallon for 10 hours.
No,
So,
I got you.
and this APU actually is treating, actually the air conditioning and everything works so nice because it was like 95, 100 degrees. Like 2 days was like 100 degrees. And the APU actually did keep up. The APU did shut off like 2 or 3 times. But I guess it was because the temperature and everything was okay. Because he's have the auto shut down and start and stuff like that. I like this APU. So it saves me a lot of money and comes with the truck,
Yeah.
Now I just try to make as much money as possible to take for the 5 months I fucking lost, man.
Well, get at it,
Fucking
boy.
lunchtime.
Now you got a haul ass now.
I gonna ask last night stuff over here.
Yeah.
Nice stuff. Mercer requires, because like if you don't all like a flatbed for 6 months, you must do your supplement course. But it's like you have to do like for the last 6 months you have to do it only like flatbed or step deck. If you do both, they make you do this shit, the course. And then one thing I don't like with them is like when you do the test, they want you to do the test exactly the way they want. Has to be exactly the way they want. If you put the strap over here instead of, let's say they want here. If you put over here, you have to start again.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You know what? Fuck it. I pass it. I have the. I did it with Lone Star as well. But yeah, fuck Lone Star. Well, I did good with Lone Star, I'm telling you, but because of that bullshit with the insurance and everything, I'm telling you, it's like they sent me an email and they call me. They ask if I go back or no, and if I go back, just to let them to send the driver record. I just told them, you know what? I'm with Mercer.
Yeah.
I'm already with Mercer. Oh, we don't. I thought you were gonna come with us. I was like, yeah, I was, but you guys want me to stay. When the insurance pay was on the 15th of April, you guys want me to stay until the 15th of May? What do you guys think? I gonna ask for money or for people and stuff like that. I have bills to pay. I have stuff to pay. I could easily go. I can easily go. If I want to go tomorrow, I can go. But no, I'm gonna try this company.
Well, try to stay there for at least 6 months, eh? Like we don't want to hear you in 3 months moving to another company and have to watch.
No. Listen, if I have loads, why am I gonna move, man? See, this load pays me $3,500 plus. I'm gonna ask for the rest of the miles. I did it today because of the mess. Was like 150, and then like 60 something plus. Like 150 miles. I'm gonna ask for some money. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna give me like $300 for sure.
Yeah. All I'm gonna tell you, buddy, is what I told you on the phone that time. Do not swear at them. You swear at you swear at any of those people over there, man. They'll fire you so fast. It's not funny. It'll make your head spin, man.
No. Yeah.
Hey,
so I did go.
Hold on, Roberto. Huh? Roberto, hold on. Snorlord, I got something for you here. Look at this. This is an original. This one here is actually older than most of the people in the chat.
I did have a T-shirt like that saying "Kiss."
Look at that. Like if I move this or if I mess this up too hard, it'll actually fall apart. That's how old this shirt is. The color is all out of it. It's faded. Everybody needs one of these. They need an original. I think this one's from like early 80s, something like that.
Wow, that's back fucking old 80s. Fuck,
Yeah.
very old.
Mr. Freeway.
So-
look at the beard on the freeway. Holy mackerel, boy.
Yeah, that's not a beard.
Hold on, let's take a look at that. Oh, it's bigger than mine, Pally.
Oh,
Yeah. At least it's not all white.
No, mine's a little more white than yours is, yeah. So you ready to shave that thing off or what?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Yeah,
I want to see Mr. B shave his. We need to get to 10 grand.
I think so. We really need to make the $10,000 mark. I would really like to see Mr. B's, I'd like to see Mrs. B shave that off. I'd really like to see that. If I got to kick in, if we're like that close to it, I swear to God, I'll kick the rest of it in just to see that happen. Woo. I'd really like to see Warlord, but I think Mrs. Lord. I think Mrs. Lord will not allow that. I think Mrs. Lord will probably be filing for if he shaves it on Saturday. Mrs. Lord will be filing divorce papers up the following Monday. So,
hey, you know what, Brian?
Just tell her that it'll
Brian.
go back.
Yeah, I know, eh? Hey,
Brian, you see, look, the blue and the silver actually goes very good on orange, huh?
that's not bad. Yeah,
And
that's pretty
over here
good.
is only blue. And I have the new 4 to take because look at this. This one just go to McDonald's and this one just drink coffee.
Yeah.
I have the new ones to put it. Yeah, man. I'm just killing hours to see if I'm gonna gain hours because I still have 5 hours to drive. Well, but I'm out of hours on the 14 o'clock. So now I'm just killing some hours because I was waiting at the yard. I wait a couple hours. So because I secured the load very quick, these you do like in 45 minutes, half an hour.
Right.
This is fast to do it. And then I was waiting, but actually it was my fault because and then when I saw the guy told me, "Hey, you don't need to wait. You can go anytime you want it. You already have this stuff. Look at this guy over here." Step back, but he had.
First get you any hours back?
Well, I think I'm waiting. I'm already off on sleeper for 2 hours and a half. I think like 3 hours or 2 hours and a half more. I'm gonna get hours because I want to get there tomorrow. Plus, I want to do my reset and this load. They want to deliver this load tomorrow because they say they're gonna start doing the stuff. I was like, well, I can't do anything. The load is supposed to deliver tomorrow, but I was supposed to pick up the load yesterday, not today. And then was this fucked up things. So I will try. You know what that lights is for, Brian?
Do I know what?
These lights over here. I have.
Yeah, they're for oversized. They slide out.
Yeah, the oversized lights.
You're gonna have to work a little harder than that to stump me, buddy.
Okay, I'm gonna screw you now because you don't know that because normally the people think it's supposed to be like that, but well, I'm telling you right now. You see these two cables, right? That's the normal one, right? And that's the another one. What this one does on this trailer? This one here, the yellow.
The yellow? Usually
Yeah.
the yellow on the trailer would be for a lift axle. But
Yeah,
you don't have
but not
you
for
don't have
this
lift
one.
axles.
This one here is for the lights for the overside loads, for the EBS lights, and also is adapt. I can have for a lift axle if I install the lift axle as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's for the
You see,
overside lights and the EBS.
my step deck, I had a Rettenauer, right? I didn't need the
Yeah,
yellow
mine you
cord.
had never too.
I didn't need the auxiliary cord. My oversized lights and my ABS all ran through the regular green cord. If I was gonna install a lift axle on it and have the switch installed, then I'd need the yellow cord as well. But I didn't need that.
Yeah. So your trailer basically was the same as this one because mine is Retneller as well. The only difference is I have the ramps and that bullshit for the lights.
Yeah, I didn't have the ramp.
Next.
I didn't have the ramps, but
Huh?
I went. Mine was brand new. I actually went down to Reading, Pennsylvania, and picked it up right from the plant myself.
Oh,
And
cool.
I got paid because I brought back 2 more trailers with it. So they took my trailer, put 2 more trailers on top of it. So I got to pick up my own trailer and bring it back. And got
Cool.
paid. Yeah, not a bad deal.
Oh no, actually, it's a good deal. Oh, this guy is written over as well. Look, it's the same one, but he's a flatbed.
Yeah.
I was flatbeds like at the Mercer trailers, flatbeds. Man, it's too high, man. It's like this. It's like too high. I was like, what the heck?
Those are standard 4-foot deck.
They have the 48, but now they have 53 as well. And actually, was a guy from BC. They got a good deal because Mercer do not have step decks. And actually, someone actually turned in the step deck to buy a flatbed. And actually, the Mercer just leased the step deck to this guy. It was like his normal trailer. You don't have ramps, nothing, but still, man, it's still good, man. 2 axle, but it was again the fucking axles was fixed axles. I don't know why they do that on a fucking step deck.
The what axles?
Huh?
The what axles?
Yeah, the axles was fixed, was not sliding.
Right. Okay.
I don't know why they do that shit, man. Like in Canada, British Columbia. Well, basically, all the way from Manitoba all the way to British Columbia, you need a permit to have axle, or you got a ticket. Plus, they recognize only one axle. What's the stupidity, man? Like, it's like California and Florida. You have to have a permit.
Yeah.
That's stupid, man. That's so stupid. Looks like you live like in different countries, like it's Canada, USA, but they have each states and province, they have their own regulations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Right on. Right on.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take a shower and I just eat something. I'm going to take a nice shower because I want to get rolling, man. Now I just thinking like that tires have to spin. These tires has to keep spinning.
Well, now you got no choice, but
Yeah. Well, I still got the choice. I don't need to run hard, but I have 19 and a half tires. That's a good deal, man. The tire is more expensive, but lowers the trailer.
what size tire? 19 and a half?
19 and a half.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want. The guys did have like a 17 and a half tires with another trailers and stuff. It was older trailer and stuff like that. But I was like, no, because the brakes they hit more quickly, because they are too small. This way, this is a good size. This is a good size. I don't need smaller than that, and bigger than that. I don't want it as well.
Yeah. Well, freight hauler, we need to close the axles too because you can't run with an open spread trailer in Canada and the Western states. Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia require a closed axle. So unless you've got a movable spread, you can't go in with an open spread. Well, you can, but they'll only recognize one axle, and you can only take 20,000 pounds. I don't know what Florida. I don't know what Florida is. It's been a while since I've done that, but
Florida is the same. Florida is the same. You are not even allowed to go to Florida without a permit.
Yeah.
I want to check something over here to see
Good to
what's
see
the
you,
weight on
Spence.
them.
How you doing, brother?
I want to see the weight of the axles. Ah, shit. I can see now. I have all of that bullshit over here. Yeah. Yeah, I like the truck. I like the trailer. I like everything, and I like the economy. Now the fuel economy is so nice. I want to put a step box over here, so I can put the straps and stuff like that. Because that toolbox, not this one here. This one here is this one on this side, and on the other side is the bigger ones. Is like it's for tools. I have the things for tools, but that one over here, I want to clean nice. I want to put more. This one here. This one here is so nice. I want to put some more isolation and stuff like that. And I want to put like a small stove, stuff like that. Even electric one, so I can cook outside, I don't want to do food on the truck. Put some stuff over there, nice and tight, so cannot go any dust and stuff like that. Look over here. That change was yours as well, huh? That two change was yours. And the ones on the back was yours as well. You there, Brian?
I think Brian fell asleep.
Okay. And that one's over here was Brian's as well. And another one's the ones I have inside now.
Wait, back into that? Oh, sorry.
Huh? Brian, you come
Brian
back.
muted himself.
Yeah, Brian.
Hear him.
I think Brian was texting somebody else, and he don't want to see that. Look at this. Nobody likes this engine, but this engine is a bit different. Believe me or not, this fucking hood is heavier than the Peterbilt 579. The Peterbilt 579 was, and this is actually nice.
What engine is that?
This one is way heavier. Huh?
Is that a Cummins or a Packard?
No, I have Packard. You're not gonna get 9.9 miles per gallon on the Cummins, man. Come on.
I don't know. I drive a local truck right now.
You drive what?
I drive a local truck right now. Company driver.
Oh, okay. A company truck. Okay.
Snorlord
what's stuck over there?
Snorlord wants to know if that used to be a Schneider truck.
No. That company, actually, that truck was from a guy called Jeff. The guy that lost the truck. The truck was repossessed.
Yeah.
So this fuel filter used to be over here on a 2020. Mine was a 2022. The other one was to put the engine was a 2021. So it used to be over here. Now both of them is over here. I like over here, so this way you can see it. I have the gauge, but I like better the way it was before. This, like for the oil, was more over here under. And I don't remember what the change in this slide area over here. I think this was more over here, was different. Now was somewhere over here and was different. And this thing over here, like these valves for DGRs and stuff like that. The other one did have 3 of them. This one has only 1. Of course, that is for the turbo, but that's different. This one has only 1. and they changed some stuff over here as well. That was different over here and another one. Well, you know what? As long as they keep working, I don't care. You know.
Well, as long as it keeps your wheels turning, you shouldn't give a damn, right?
Yeah, it's like fuck. Oh, listen, I have a Kenwood over here, a Kenwood over here, and look over here,
Yeah. And too bad there's no
Kenwood
Freightliner.
over there. I don't call that Freightliner. I call freight takers. No, but now Freightliners now they are way better trucks than it was before.
Yeah.
I drove a 2023 Freightliner in 2022. Was when I was with the company I was working before. Because my international did need some stuff. While I was at the garage, I did a trip to North Carolina and come back, but I did not like it. It's like it did answer a lot. Well,
Yeah.
but it was better than the other ones. Way better.
No, I got it, Peter. Hey, Brian, I gotta fly. My dog wants to eat, so
10-4 freeway. We'll talk to you again.
talk to you later.
All right, man.
Yeah, and I am going as well. I go take a nice shower and looking at the e-log to see if I can get hours because I just want to fucking home, man. It's like
All
I
right,
was too much time I was waiting, you know. And now it's not about like, oh, I want to make money, I need money. No, it's I need the energy, you know. Like I have too much energy now to be waiting, doing nothing.
Yeah, we can tell you've got energy. We can tell you've got energy. Trust me. We can tell.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah.
All right. Well, here, you go have your shower and get your shit together and get on down the road. And we'll talk to you later, buddy.
Okay, man. Okay, see you. Bye bye.
Later, brother. Holy moly, that boy can talk. Jumping Jesus, Joseph, and Mary. Imagine Humberto around the dinner table. Holy crap, man. So yes, Snorlord, obviously that was my number. So yeah, we're good. When you get a minute tomorrow night or the next day, whatever, sometime over the weekend, Steve, give me a shout if you can. I'd appreciate that. I'm not even gonna scroll up to the top with the chat. You guys have just been blah 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 blah. Michael saying the D15 is more reliable engine is made by Mercedes-Benz. Well, actually, it's not. The ones made by Mercedes are made by Mercedes. The ones that are the average D15 or DD15s are made in Mexico. They're not made by Mercedes. There is a difference between them. But they are, I do agree with you, they are a better engine, the DD15s, the Detroits. I think pound for pound for fuel mileage, you're not going to get a better engine for fuel mileage. It beats the Cummins hands down. Humberto's getting 9.9. I'm not exactly sure how he's doing that, but a 9.9 out of a PACCAR is not bad. But I think if you want reliability and availability of shops to fix it, I think the Detroit is probably the best. You can get a Detroit fixed at any dealership, Volvo, Freightliner, Kenworth, Peterbilt, whatever, right? If you've got a D13 Volvo motor and an I-shift, you're going to Volvo, right? There's nothing you can do, so you're going to Volvo. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. At least if you've got a Cummins or if you've got a Detroit, you can take that anywhere. Right? Like I can stand on the roof of my house right now and throw a rock in any direction and find a shop that'll work on a Detroit. Not so much with a PACCAR or not so much with a Volvo. So yeah, he's awesome. We've had him at the house. I've met him at the truck stops. I know. You can tell though he's excited, eh? And I'm happy for him. I really am. He's really, I'm really happy for him. Sorry, my chair is bouncing. I'm glad to see that he's up and running. He's got a load on and he's making some money. And you obviously, you guys could tell that he's wired for sound tonight. Look at that. Newfoundland, look at you. Because Detroit's and Cummins are always broken down. I don't think so. Maybe a Cummins. Maybe a Cummins. The fleet that I'm with, they've got all those new 24s. They've got 23s now and 24 Freightliners. And none of them have had any shop time. Like none of them, including mine. Mine's a 24. Mine's a 24. Mine's a 20. A 2020. And I've had just the typical shit. Like I've had to replace a knock sensor, an inlet knock sensor. I had to replace a DEF pump, a water pump. But other than that, really nothing. Nothing. I mean, like I've had knock on wood. I've had nothing, no issues and no problems with that Detroit. My repair, not my maintenance. I said this the other day, and I said the word maintenance, and that's not true because my maintenance is like tires, oil changes, shit like that, light bulbs, crap like that. But my repair bills, I've had that truck for 3 years and a bit now, and I don't think I've broken $8,000 in a year, which in this industry is very, very, very good. Right? It's very good. I can tell you right now, all those Peterbilt 579s or 579s that we've got, the 14 of them we've got, not one of them has made it a month without having to go into the shop. And then they're down for a week to 10 days. And then they come back and then they go out for another 3 weeks and then they're back in the shop. Those things are just bleeding money. Thank God they're under warranty, but they're just bleeding the company in downtime right now. The Freightliners with those Detroits are bulletproof. The new Detroits are bulletproof. That one that I've got in my truck, fantastic. Fantastic. Now, and I know, like, I see your comment there, Chicken Hawk. I get it, man. You're getting 9.8 out of your Cummins. I get it. What? Somebody's got a whippersnipper outside the house here, and she's going batshit. You want to go in the house? Oh, hold on. She's got to go in. Hold on. Come on. I'm going to have an elevator installed. But Chicken Hawk, I got to ask you, you're getting 9.8 out of that Cummins. How much weight are you carrying? Now be honest with me. I know the run that you do. Right. So I know the roads that you're on, and I know the hills that you're pulling and you're not pulling and whatever, but like, what are you doing? Right. How much weight are you pulling? Like I've seen your load. So I'm just curious to know, like, what's the average weight you're pulling to get 9.8? 9.8 at 65, 8.3 at 70. Yeah, but you got 264s in that thing, right? You got 264 rear ends with that, with a 12-speed auto with overdrive. So you better be getting that kind of fuel mileage. Is 5.8 empty going downhill good? Oh, it's excellent, T-Bone. Keep it up. You know what? If you put a sail up, like if you're going downhill and you put a sail up, and if you've got the wind behind you, you might get up to 5.9. You might get 5.9 out of that. You're doing great, Pally. Keep that going. Yeah, my truck doesn't see the shop very often. Not for mechanical. Not for mechanical. I've had a couple of sensors, but nothing off the top, right? Like nothing ridiculous on that Detroit. I've been lucky. Like the next guy that buys this truck, and I've only got 560 something thousand miles on it. Like I don't have a high mileage truck by any means for a 2020. I think Dar and I were looking the other day, and we were just going through Marketplace and Kijiji and looking at same model, same blah blah blah. A lot of the trucks that are 2020 are over 700,000 miles. right? Where mine's 560 something. So it's on the lower end of mileage. And I was actually in my safety coordinator's office on Wednesday, and she was going through all my stats because the E-log keeps track of all of that, like your idling time. My idling time is 1.7%. I got the lowest idling percentage time in the whole fleet. My safety score is 97.7, right? I'm 5th in the fleet for safety score. So, and my fuel mileage, I'm 16th in the fleet for fuel mileage because I get 7.8 miles per gallon, but I pull heavy haul, right? I'm pulling 100,000 pounds on the trailer, or not on the trailer. I'm grossed out at over 100,000 pounds. So even at night between 98 and 105,000 pounds, this truck is still getting between 7.6 and 7.8 miles per gallon. And I'm quite happy with that. When I'm pulling just general freight, like Humberto or anybody else, my truck is an 8.8 mile per gallon truck, and I'm good. I'm also good with that, right? I'm good with that, especially on a 4-year-old truck. So, Snorlord safety score is 100. Well, believe it or not, the person in the number 1 spot on our fleet, she has a 100% safety score. Never been done before, and she's got it. Her name is Lori. She's got the top spot. Hell of a driver she is too. Hell of a driver she is. Snorlord, you'd be proud to have her driving for you. Most of the time, Michael's driving at 72 miles an hour, pulled 79,000 pounds across the United States. That's not bad. You know what with the ingots on, like doing what I do with the heavy haul, I average 63 miles an hour. I set my cruise control at 63, right? My loads I'm only loaded one way, right? So I'm 124 miles is as far as I go loaded. And then I come back 124, I load another one, take it down and come back, and that's my day. So 63 miles an hour. Yeah, like I'm not in a hurry. Like when I get back to the yard, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon because I start at 1:30 in the morning. So I'm not in a big hurry to get back to the yard and do what? Just sit there all afternoon, looking at trucks coming in and out of the yard. Or yeah, I go live, but you can only go live so much. You're looking at a Western Star. The 2025 Cummins engines are going to have electric generators to run everything and an SCR preheater. Is that the same one you sent me the picture of there, Chicken Hawk? I'm just wondering, because you sent me the picture of that one we were talking about. Yeah, Michael, I like them too. Like if you want bells and whistles and you're destined to you want comfort, you put comfort above everything else, then go get yourself the T680 Kenworth or that Volvo 860 or the Pete 579, right? If you're looking for comfort above everything else, then go ahead. But if you're looking for a practical, like bang for buck, I call it, right? If you're looking for practical, go with a Freightliner or even a Western Star, or I call it the Western Cascadia, right? Go with the Western Star or go with the Cascadia. Put the Detroit engine in it, put the 12-speed automated transmission in it, take that DD15, tune the DD15 properly, because when they come out of the plant, they're already tuned at 505 and the torque settings are at 1820. I took mine down to 465 and took my torque settings to 1780, and it works really well. It works really, really, really well. Do you know my friend Barry McCulkner? Nope. Putty Cat, don't know him. Wheel burner, I don't know. I do not want to be the first asshole to run that. The DD15 will remain unchanged for 2025, but there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. The DD15 can stay that way. The 57X had your eye. Yeah, I like the Western Stars. I make fun of them. I do that mostly for T-Bone's sake, because at one point him and Spectre were both driving those the Western Stars, and I made fun of it just for the sake of I was poking fun at Spectre and T-Bone, calling it a Western Cascadia, because Spectre was all proud that he had these Western Stars and everything. But I got no problem with them. Believe me, I don't. They're not as aerodynamic as the Cascadia. The front ends on them, they're a little blockier. I'm making up my own words here. They're not quite as aerodynamic as the Cascadias, but they're pretty much the same truck. Interior is like the dash and everything is pretty close to the Cascadia. The bunk is a little different. It's an upgraded bunk. It's an upgraded features and everything inside of it, but they're nice. That's the same as the Western. Yeah, exactly, T-Bone. You know what I'm talking about. The Cummins does not meet 2025 emissions. DD15 already meets 25 emissions the way it is now. Yeah, and that's something else you got to look at as well, right? The emissions regulations are changing so damn fast. What do you call a woman with an opinion? Well, I think there's only one woman in here. I think Karen might have buggered off. Dar's the only one in here. You better watch yourself there, Putty Cat. Wrong. Packard doesn't have any power when you go uphill. It takes the whole day. Again, you know what, Mike? It depends on how they're tuned, right? Our Packards are tuned at 450 horse and I think 16 something for torque. Like, dude, you can get out and walk beside it while you're going up a hill with that. Right. If you're fully loaded with 80 grand. But if you tune that, you can take that Packard up to 465, 475, bring your torque settings up. That engine will do it. Now, it won't last. In my opinion, the Packard engines don't last. They're not as durable as the Cummins and the Detroits, but it's entirely up to you. You can get mileage out of them. Obviously, look at Humberto. He's getting 9.9 out of that. I like the 2025 Mack Anthem, 64T, 70-inch raise. Yeah, they're beautiful trucks. I don't know. I've not been in a 25. I was in a 20. I think Dar and I did the big truck show in Toronto. Well, I don't think it was last year. It was the year before. No, it might have been last year. And they had the Mack Anthem, but they had the Blackout Edition, right? It was the Blackout Edition. Let me tell you something, Mr. B's, it was a beautiful truck. It was absolutely gorgeous. But I found that the sleeper was a little more confined. It wasn't as big, right? As the Cascadia or say the Volvos or the Western Stars. And the way they had their cabinetry and everything all arranged in there. For me being a guy, I'm 6'2", and I'm 220 pounds, I found that it was a little constrictive in there, but it was very well built and it looked great. The outside of it, from the outside, it just looked bad, man. I mean, it was just a bad looking truck. So I really like them. I do like them. I want a nice truck. I spend the majority of my time in this truck. I don't mind spending the extra money. Hey, you know what, cheap freight hauler? I get you. I got you. If you're a guy, I'm not that guy anymore, right? I don't do 5, 6, 7 weeks anymore, right? I'm home every weekend. So what I've got for me, I'm good. I'm good. The creature comforts that I have in my truck in that Cascadia suit me just fine. If I was a hauler and I was out there doing the 6 or 7, 8 weeks again, then you know what? I would want more creature comforts as well. In that case there, I'd probably be going with the Kenworth, or actually I'd probably be going with the Volvo. I'd be going with the Volvo 860 Globetrotter. That's a lot of money, but if you're pretty much living in it, right, and your other expenses are low, then you can carry that. And if you've got a decent down payment to put on it, then you should be able to do it. But I agree with you. If that's what you're living with, then if you're pretty much living in the truck, then yeah, you want to be comfortable. Mr. B's, Mac and Volvo are one and the same. Yeah, well, they are. Volvo bought Mac. They're pretty much the same truck now. They really are, with the exception of the bunk and the cab and the nose. But everything underneath. Say it's a Volvo frame now. It's Volvo front end. It's that MP8 engine is a Volvo D13 painted red. There's a couple little things that they've moved, like the coolant reservoir on the Volvos at the front. On the Mac, it's up by the firewall. They moved a couple other little things around, but it's pretty much the same truck. You can take the injectors out of an MP8 and put them in a D13 and vice versa. Okay, so the parts are all the same now. Got my wife to look at a Cascadia once, but she sold it. She said it felt cheap. Well, if you're going to take a hauler, if you're going to take my Cascadia and put it beside Humberto's Kenworth and do an external walk around, it'll stand up. It's okay. They both look good, in my opinion. If you go inside, then yeah. Okay, come on. If you've got a VIT package Kenworth and you're going up against my Freightliner, which isn't a base model, right? I've got the owner-operator package Freightliner. Of course, the Kenworth is gonna stand out and be a little above and beyond. But again, that's it's a matter of personal taste, right? And what you need it for. I don't need that. Why do you never buy a woman a watch? Because there's a clock on the stove. Yeah, no shit, eh? I enjoy my job. Well, I'm glad you do. You know what? So do I. It's good to hear. It's good to hear because, there's too many old timers out there or too many guys out there that are going down the highway these days and they're just miserable. I've been doing this a long time. Hauler, I don't know how long you've been doing it. I'm going to assume you've been doing it for a long time as well. And you know what? I still enjoy. I get up in the morning, after I get all the creaks and cricks and all the shit and get my spine straight and my hips put back in place. Once all of that's done, I pull my curtain and I start my truck and I enjoy my job. I enjoy going to work. Even after all these years, I still love trucking. I love it. Right. And you don't get that with a lot of guys. If you're one of them, good for you, because if you're out there like you say you are, I guarantee you can go into any truck stop, hauler, and you can look around or you can be sitting around at the restaurant and everything, and you're going to hear the old timers in there, and they're like, oh, this fucking job. I've been doing this for 35 years and 2 ex-wives and 7 kids and their child support. They're doing it because they have to, not because they want to. Right. I'm still at the point now that I love doing what I do. And that makes it okay for me to do. So when I'm having the days where, maybe I really don't want to be in my truck, I don't feel like working that day, we're going to have them. I still have them. Everybody has those days once in a while, but those days are not more. I don't have more of those days than I have good days. Most of the time it's like, let's go to work, baby. Come on, let's go. And that's just the way I am. Ron, good to see you, man. Long time no see. We had the 5700 EX with the DD15. I'd get the newest one of those. You can find, if you can find one. I think the 2023 was the last year for those, if I'm not mistaken. You could be right. I don't know, T-Bone. You probably know better than me. You've got 455, 1650, 1850 torque. Do you have what do you call that? Not multi. Shit. I can't remember what it's called. There's a name for that, for the torque, where you set it at one setting, or you don't set it at one setting. Yeah, you do set it at one setting, but the computer will determine how much torque, variable torque. Is you got variable torque. The computer determines for you how much torque is required based on the weight and how much pedal you're putting on it. The computer does that. I know Volvo's had it. My Volvo had it, right? My Volvo came out. I had it at 500, and I think I was at again a 1780 on the torque, but it was a variable torque, and the computer would determine how much torque to put down on it, depending on what I was doing. Chicken Hawk, true story. I just like Max, always have, just felt safe in one. I like the KWs also. My bad, 2022 was the last year for the 5700. A 2022, you know what? I'd get one at a 2022. You could probably pick one up for 60 grand. Canadian. I know some of you just went, whoa. No, probably get one for about 60, 65, maybe 70 grand Canadian. It's not a bad price. 1650, first 10 gears, 1850 torque, top two. Okay. So it's a variable torque. It's a variable torque setting. Wheel burner, I'm speccing a DD15 at 505 and 1750 with 308. That's what my truck is, right? Now I took the Chicken Hawk. You don't need 505, especially pulling what you pull and doing what you pull. Take your torque settings down to 1780. You don't need, say you're at 1750. Sorry. So leave your torque settings there, but take your horsepower down to 465, 475. If you take your torque, you'll get better fuel mileage out of it. You don't need that. You're not pulling heavy. You're not doing anything. Out of the ordinary.
Good
What's
evening.
going on, Buckaroo? What's going down? Did you win the bike?
Do what now?
Did you win the bike?
Did you win the bike? No, none of us got the call. Your phone My phone didn't ring. Sterling's phone didn't ring. I was in the live chat for Shade Tree earlier, and I think there was roughly 1,000 people entered, I think he said. And it raised $95,000.
Very nice.
Over the last 2 weeks.
Very nice.
But I'm not even home, even though I'm back home off the road, but I ain't got back to the house yet. I'm debating on whether I need to walk home or not, because it's only a few miles, because I don't have a clear visor. I got a dark visor on my helmet. For those that hadn't seen my helmet,
that's terrible. What a pussy. Who wears a helmet like that? Oh my God. I'd be ashamed.
I'm not on my Indian. I'm on a borrowed bike.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Y'all want to see it?
Let's see it.
Friend of mine, he can't park it at his house because he don't have a place to keep it. His name's Rodney Knight. And this is the bike he bought.
What is that?
That's a 2007 Night Rod Special.
I'm trying to. It's on an angle. I'm sitting here with my head cricked. There we go. Nice. Your friend just let you take it?
Well, he's not home, and he said it needs to be ridden because bikes need to be ridden just like a woman.
Yeah.
You don't use them, you lose them.
Look at you. Yeah, well, that's true too, eh? Yeah.
You don't use them, some other fool will. Hi, I'm your fool.
Yeah, I know. There's a running joke right now between Buck and me and Dar that if anything ever happens to me, Buck's gonna marry Dar. She doesn't have to change her last name. So there you go.
I mean, that's what friends are for, right? To keep it simple.
Yeah, exactly. Hey. Exactly. Yeah. So I keep an eye over my shoulder. I'm waiting for the bus to run me over so Buck can marry the widow.
Yeah. As long as that bus don't say Soganofla Express, Soganofla Enterprises on the side, I'm good.
Yeah, right. You better have anything happens to me, Buck, you better have an airtight alibi, buddy.
Absolutely. But being on the phone, I can't see the chat. So hello, everyone that's in here tonight.
Mr.
Welcome
Bees
to-
Mr. Bees has a question for you.
I didn't do it. What? I didn't do
Mr.
it.
Bees
What
would
me.
like to know, how long are you going to keep that mohawk when it happens? So after you get the mohawk, how long are you going to keep it?
Well, I wear a hat most of the customers and shippers I pick up and receive from, so it shouldn't be a problem to keep it. I just won't be able to keep the gel or hairspray or whatever in it to keep it standing up, but I'll keep it for a while. At least till the sides start growing back in good.
Right on. Right on. Guys, when I was talking to Buck earlier, I asked him, I said, like, if you're going to do the mohawk, so I'm thinking, like, hold on, Buck, hold on. I want everybody's opinion on this, right? Because back in my day, I had a mohawk, right, in my teens, and it was blue on one side and red on the other. So I said to Buck, if he'd be willing, asked Buck if he'd be willing to do blue on one side and red on the other, and he said, yeah, he would do it. So we're gonna hold you to it there, Buck.
So long as what? We put a white stripe down the middle?
I don't give a damn if you put a pink stripe down the middle, but it's got to be blue on one side and red on the other.
We'll leave that up to whoever donates. I don't mind doing it.
Yeah, well, we're gonna hold you to it.
Hell, I'm already in for a mohawk. God's sake. Oh, speaking of which, let me show everybody, since we're talking about a mohawk. I have it's a tough day for me, guys, but for those of y'all that saw my post earlier, I hadn't had a haircut since before my wife passed away. Let me show y'all what I'm working with here. These are my bangs.
Oh, that's gonna be a beautiful mohawk. That's gonna be gorgeous.
These are my bangs, y'all.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's down to my upper lip.
Yeah, you should be able to get at least 7 or 8 good inches of mohawk of stand up, and you don't even need to use hairspray, like to make it stand up, dude. We used to use,
already closed.
We used to use sugar water.
Oh yeah,
sugar water, man. It's cheaper and it works better.
Sugar water.
Sugar water. You take there you go. You take a spray bottle. You put 2 teaspoons of sugar in it with hot water and give it a shake and wait 20 minutes, and then you use it like hairspray. It works really well. Double A, what's going on, man? Good to see Double A. He's been doing a lot of driving videos lately. I've been sitting around in the background while Double A's been doing his thing, hoofing it around down there. Good little channel you got going there, brother. I like what you're doing.
And back to our conversation that me and you had offline earlier today, Mr. David did message me back. He had fires to put out after I got off the phone with him.
Yeah.
He did reach back out. He will get in touch with you tomorrow.
That's fine. That's
they
what
had They had that live stream for the drawings for those 2 bikes tonight.
Yeah, I'm Buck. I'm not concerned. I know how busy.
I know, but we can at least share with the chat now that we did get that connection made.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
So the connection is established, everybody.
But Buck went above and beyond, like he always does, and he went above and beyond, and he reached out to the charity organizer, or who runs the charity. I guess he'd be the director. His name's David. And him and his lovely wife, they run the charity. And Buck reached out to him, and we're looking at getting them on board with us for the day of the charity. So it would be great to have David in here so he could answer any questions or talk about the charity, everything like that. So we're working to get.
Oh, you were raised right.
But he's a very tough man to get hold of.
That's straight. Appreciate it. It belongs to my neighbor. But anyhow, sorry about that. Some dude was needing to cut a bottle. But that's just the power of our community. And I'm just glad to be a part of it for my own sanity.
Well,
For as much chaos as we create in the chat and cut up and stuff, it's good to help keep me clear, because like in my post earlier, I'll go ahead and share this. And today was 44 Fridays. It's been 44 Fridays today since my wife passed away.
yeah.
For those that don't know or didn't see the post earlier, and a lot of the folks in here,
like I said, Buck,
you guys have all been instrumental in keeping me above ground and keeping me moving forward.
Wow. You know what? You're doing your part, brother. You're doing your part, right? Like I said, like when we were talking, you're not sitting there, you know, your world came to a stop for a brief moment when that happened to you. But afterwards, you picked yourself up and you started moving forward. Now, you didn't just take off again, but it was a slow process. But look at you.
Painful. It's still painful.
I know, but look at you now. 44 Fridays later, here you are. You're living your life. You're like, you know, you're not still stopped.
Still hard days to come.
A lot of people, Buck, have something like that happen to them, and they just stop and nothing gets well, and they don't move on, and they just stay in the same spot, and they're miserable, and their life means nothing. Whereas you've got your kids, you're working, you're moving, you're helping with charities, you're active on all, you're not just my channel, you're active on probably at least that I know of, at least 5 other channels, right? You're around, you're keeping yourself busy. Do you think about her from time to time? Absolutely. Absolutely. But is it enough to drag you down and stop your life and stop Buck from living his life? Hell no. And brother, I applaud you for it. I'm very proud of you, man. I'm very fucking proud of you. There you go.
She's always with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wear it around my neck. This chain is so old that, for anybody that knows, these U.S. issued dog tag chains ain't worth a damn. After years, they wear out and they break. And I'm always catching them around my dang pants line, and I don't want to lose the rings, so they stay in my pocket.
Well, that's the best place for them. Keep them safe. And you know what? It's every time you stick your hand in your pocket for a quarter or a dime or some change.
She's slapping my hand. Don't you spend that money, boy.
Well, that's exactly what it is. It'll keep the money in your pocket a little longer. That's what that is, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, man. I'm really glad to see you. I'm really glad
you guys
I'm glad this is working for you. And I'm glad that you're associated with my channel. And I'm, you know what, even more than that, I'm glad that you're my friend. Like, we talk offline, and we're constantly shooting shit back and forth on the phone. And, you know, I'm really glad that I've got you in my life, and that you're a friend of mine. I'm grateful for that. People like you, I can always use people like you in my life, and I'm glad that you're here, man.
Use me and abuse me, baby.
Don't tempt me, man. I will.
You ain't riding me hard and putting me up away wet. Try that in a small town.
Motherfucker, I'm just getting started. You wait.
I ain't gonna wait. Damn, that mohawk, I will have hair to pull.
I'm just lubing you up, buddy. That's all I'm doing. I'm just getting you ready for the ride. What's going on, Camille? Good to see you. John123, good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. There's our boy Robert. Man, I should be in bed, but I'm here with the wheel burner. Oi, oi, brother. Good to see you, Robert. Don't let us keep you from sleep, but I'm glad you're here too, man.
Lord knows he needs all the beauty rest he can get.
Oh, well, don't we all? Look at me and look at you. I could go to bed for a week and still wake up ugly, man. It makes no difference to me.
The only difference is I still get ID'd to buy bubble gum.
The last time I got ID'd.
You were probably 13.
We were in Nashville, and we were going into Kid Rock's bar, and they ID'd me. I looked at the kid that was IDing me, and I had the beard, and I looked at him, and I said, "Are you for fucking real?"
That should have been I would have took that as a compliment.
Well, I did afterwards. I was just so surprised, right? He goes, "I have to ID everybody. I don't care. We don't care what you look like. We ID everyone." And then he's looking at my license, right? I gave him my driver's license. He's looking at the license. He's going 1969. Like he wasn't even thought of in 1969, right?
He couldn't probably do the math. He probably had to pull the calculator up on his phone.
Yeah. Yeah. But he made Dar's day because he ID'd her too. So that's a pretty good little bar there, eh? That Kid Rock's got a pretty good bar down there in Nashville. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I've been down on Broadway before, and I got a funny story I can tell you all about Broadway that involves trucks.
Fire away.
You go out Broadway towards Interstate 65 there downtown, and you cross over 65, and to the right is a what is it? The White Castle restaurant.
Right.
And beside the White Castle restaurant is a dairy manufacturing plant where they take raw milk in and bottle it. My wife was with me. This is probably 2012, 2013. We got unloaded late one night and still had to finish up my 10-hour break. So we pulled into the White Castle parking lot and finished my break. Got up the next morning and had breakfast there. And this was a Saturday morning, and I'm thinking, I'm fitting to show her a sight. So we turned on Broadway, went all the way down Broadway, down by all the bars, went back, showed her the Ryman Auditorium, and here we are in a, what was I in? I was in a damn T600, pulling a milk tanker. Pulled it up, went all the way down to the end of the river, turned around at the circle, and came back out. And they were starting to get closer to lunchtime that morning, and folks were already out walking down the street thinking, "What is the gas truck lost?" They didn't know it was a milk tanker.
Yeah. Well, I had a load, and Dar was with me. That's how as soon as I got that load to Nashville, I called Dar and I said, "You want to go to Nashville?" She'd never been. Right?
Air and opportunity.
She'd never been. So I swung by, and sure as shit, she grabbed her bag and jumped in the truck, and we went to Nashville. I made the delivery, and I had 2 drops, and I got one off, but then I couldn't get the next one off to the next day. So I hated to do it, but I parked at the TA. You know the TA right there?
And it's closed now.
Well, okay. Well, it wasn't when we were there.
They just recently closed it this year. I think
we put it in the TA, and we walked across the bridge, and we walked we walked up and down Broadway there, and believe it or not, we went to all the bars and we went bar hopping, and we did a couple, and she'd never seen it, right? Neither had I. I've driven through it, but I've never actually taken the time to walk up and down Broadway.
That was
awesome.
That was a good little hike from the TA, though, walking.
It took about 40 minutes. Took about 40 minutes to walk. It's not bad. But trust me, it was a more interesting walk going back because one of us was severely impaired, and it wasn't me. Right? You ever try to walk a drunk woman back for 40 minutes back to the truck? Oh man, it was an adventure. Let me tell you. But you know what? I didn't care. She had a really good time. She had a great time. So
I can just imagine the morning after.
Yeah, she loved it.
I can just imagine the morning after.
Oh yeah, she didn't get out of bed. No, yeah. I went next morning. Next morning, I run in, right? And actually, I had to go all the way around. I went around the other side of Nashville. Made the delivery. I had the delivery off, and I think I was back out on 65, going back out for my reload before she got out of bed. So yeah, it was pretty good. But she had a good time. That's all that matters to me.
See, this is how backwoods we are in South Georgia. This convenience store closed 30 minutes ago.
30 minutes ago?
Yeah. Everything. We roll the streets up pretty much when it gets dark here. If you're out after dark, you're usually up to no good down here.
Holy shit, what the hell is this? Sorry, my daughter from Australia just sent me a message here, and it's like 25 miles long. I'll have to read that later. I'll have to remember to read that later.
But anyhow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'm glad we're making progress with everything we're doing because it takes all of us. I'm just, like I said, I'm thankful to be a part of it, and that's why I'm trying to do what I can. Because
it's an all hands on deck effort going on. Like I said, we've reached out to some people. We've already had, like I said, we've already had another channel. I'm not saying who the channel is yet. I told you earlier who the other channel is that's going to help out with, and I'm reaching out to others. So we got a lot of people involved with this year. Like I said, last year, man, we put that together on 3 or 4 days. This year, we're trying to get it organized and so that it comes out real well. We're really, really happy with this. So we're kind of hoping, we have high expectations, but we've got a lot of really good people working behind the scenes, helping us out. So it's really good.
Like I said too earlier, one person's thought and action snowballs into something we could never imagine.
But that's the community, Buck. All it takes is one idiot like me or you or somebody else to go, hey, I got an idea, right? I got an idea. Why don't we do this? And somebody else goes, well, if you're going to do that, why don't we do this? And, next thing you know, we're raising $10,000, or like last year we raised $6,800, or, and it's just like you said, it snowballs, right? It's one idea. One guy has an idea. Another guy jumps on board. Another guy jumps on board. Next thing you know, we've got something like this going on. And, hey, it's something that I'm proud to stick my name on.
I'm glad to be a part of it too.
Well, I'm more than happy to have you on board. I'm grateful you're on board because you're doing some of the heavy lifting for me here.
I'm just a little squirt.
You're still doing the heavy lifting.
But my motivation comes from you guys. Each and every one of you in the chat is participating right now. Like I said, I'm on my phone, so I can't see the YouTube chat. But don't think your efforts are lost in the smoke and fog either, because they're not.
Well, you know what? There's a good portion of us. I'd like to say that, like most of us, are aware of what happened to you in your life, and you know what? We're there with you on your journey. You guys are here on my journey with me, and we're on the journey with you, and we're there with you. When you stumble and you fall, we'll pick you up. That's what we're here for.
And hopefully this encourages others to find that way out the darkness too.
Well, it does. I can be honest and tell you, there's times when I'm having a bad day, and my bad day compared to your bad day is nothing. So I really got nothing to gripe about. I got nothing to bitch about. Oh, wow, I didn't make enough money today. Oh, come on, give me a break. Oh, wow, I have to replace a tire on my truck. Big fucking deal. I've got my health. I've got my wife. I've got my family. I have a lot of that, and it could be a lot worse.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Look at Robert. You can't see the chat. Robert and Dar are flirting in the chat here. You got some competition there, Buck. You better step it up.
His plane fly to be a lot more expensive than mine. Oh, I won't fly. I'll ride my bike up there.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say my bike up there?
he'll bring his bike. Yeah, I'm in Canada, right? So technically it's up there, right? Canada is up there. Trudeau's up there. Just remember, Trudeau's up there.
Oh, Lord. Spending a Friday night in a convenience store parking lot in South Georgia. How much more redneck can a conversation get?
Well, all you need is a pickup truck with the tailgate down and a couple of banjos, man.
I could hop off here and run to the house, open the garage door, open the door at the shop, and let you see the rest of the toys.
But I want the banjos. Make sure there's banjos. If you're gonna do that, there's got to be a couple of I want to see a couple of fat guys wearing overalls, wearing a straw hat, playing banjos, man.
No banjos. I got an acoustic and an electric, but don't mean I know how to play the damn things.
No kidding, eh? Yeah, 2-4 is right. Bucket definitely does make a difference. Absolutely.
Oh, and 2-4. You commented earlier on another stream because I was in that Shade Trees chat that I had rode out to eat supper and all, and I met a friend of mine that used to work with my wife, and he's going through a divorce. And 2-4 made the comment because I had made a comment in there that I had just got off the bike and I was fat fingering my phone, because this bike here, it's got a little bit more vibration than my Indian does, and I'm not on my Indian 2-4 tonight. Sorry, I'm on a friend's borrowed motorcycle. I got a lot of miles. For what little bit of time I'm home, I've really put a lot of miles on my Indian. So I try to spread the love, because friends in the neighborhood, they ride, but they're what we call weekend warriors.
Yeah.
They just ride to have, a little bit of
I
free
think
time.
what's going to happen is, because I was talking with 2-4 yesterday. I was FaceTiming 2-4 yesterday, and he had his bike there. And so we were looking at the bike and everything. I think 2-4 needs to get on the bike, come out to Alberta, pick up me. I'm going to have a bike by then, and then we're going to come down to you. We'll come down to you, and then we'll hook up with you. We'll grab you, and we'll find Sterling, and we're just going to make a tour of it. Actually, we'll grab Dodie as well. What the hell? As long as we're down there, we might as well grab Dodalina.
Well, we can meet part way in North Carolina.
That's fine. Doesn't matter to me.
And the reason I say North Carolina, because there's good riding roads up there. Mr. B
yeah.
is there. Plus, there's friends and family and stuff like that we can crash at. My mom's in South Carolina, right across the state line from North Carolina. So, heck yeah, bring it on.
What do you say, 2-4? You up for something like that, dude?
He just don't have cruise control on that bike.
Who doesn't? 2-4 doesn't?
Yeah, his bike didn't come with cruise control.
No.
But when you're riding, why do you need extras? I mean,
real men don't have cruise control, dude.
My bagger I had before I got my chief, my Indian chief, my chieftain, it's the competitor to the Street Glide, so it had the radio and the speakers and the trunk bags. It was a big bag.
Yeah. What do you need all that for? Why do you need a stereo and speakers on your bike?
Well, the reason I had that bike is because the bike before that was a 2005 Shadow Aero 750, and it didn't make for a good 2-up bike for me and my wife to ride. So I got a bigger bike where she'd have more comfort on, a little bit longer rides.
Yeah. Buck says, or 2-4 says, yes, he does have cruise control on his bike.
On the Scout? Is it a 20?
No, not a Harley.
Oh, who was it? Had the Scout? They just got the Scout. It wasn't. I got you. My apologies, 2-4. I got you mixed up with somebody else that's got an Indian. That's in Wheelburner's chat.
No, he's got a beautiful. He's got a fuck. I wish if I had a picture of it, I'd put it up. I can't screenshot it from my phone and put it on the screen here, but his bike is gorgeous. Actually, his bike is in my community. If you go look at my community, because he's wearing my shirt and standing beside his bike, and the shirt.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did see that the other day.
It's a really good looking bike. I love the color of that. It's a 2012 Street Glide. It's a gorgeous bike. I love the color. It's what is that? 2-4. It's like candy. Not candy. Yeah, it's like candy apple red. It's absolutely so rich. It's beautiful. When the sun hits it, it looks great. He had it sitting in his yard, and it was a bright day, and the paint was just popping on it. It looked great.
Because all the metal flake. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing Harley does do right. They do their paint right.
That's just about it these days. That's just about it.
I mean, I don't get into brand. I mean, yeah, I've got a second. I'm on my second Indian now. But when I got off that Shadow Aero, when I was going to get a bigger bike, I was looking at a 2018 Billiard Blue Street Glide Special back in 2018 when I got that Chieftain. And you know how blue is with us. I mean, it's just something about blue.
Yeah.
And the local dealership to me is the closest Harley Davidson dealership to me is 50 miles up the road. And I went up there and looked at it, and I told him to put me together a buyer's order so I could, go to the bank and cut him a check. And I waited a couple weeks, didn't hear nothing. And I was like, well, shoot, I'm going to look at a different brand because I don't think I'm being treated right. I mean, not to knock on a dealership or a brand or anything like that. It's just how my personal service went.
Yeah.
So I got to looking, I'm like, well, Indian's making a comeback, and I like to be different, and I don't see any of them in South Georgia. And our closest dealership to me from where I'm at was across the state line in Tallahassee. And that was 90 miles away. And I went down there, and the first bike I laid my eyes on, I wound up putting a deal together on and brought it home that night.
Nice. That's nice.
It's in some of my earlier videos.
Yeah. I've said this before. I think that the motorcycle, I made the deal with Dar for the car, but I think the motorcycle is going to be one of those where it just shows up and then I'll take my beating, but I still got my motorcycle. So,
well, it's one of them things, it's better to
beg for forgiveness than ask for
permission. Yes.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that a couple of times. I've done it with a car and I've done it with some other things, but I might have to do that with the bike. And I'm only saying that because I'm pretty sure she's not in here right now. I think she's probably she was in the chat earlier, but I think she's I know she's in bed right now, laying in bed, so she's probably passed out. So
well, I hope I didn't pull you off topic by jumping in.
No, absolutely not, man.
All right.
It's just an open night. Like I said, I was talking with you on the phone with Chicken Hawk earlier. I was sitting out by the pool and I just had nothing going on and I was tired. I've been awake since 1 o'clock this morning. So like I'm overly tired. You know, when you're overly tired and then you get like a second wind. So like I've got my second wind and I'm like, well, there's no way I'm going to bed now. Right. So I said to Chicken Hawk, he's like, he asked me, he said, are you going live tonight? And I went, nah, I'm too tired. And then I'm like, fuck it. I might as well. Right. So
that's a good thing because it led to more conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
So
cheap freight hauler says, Buck, take Brian to the Dragon.
I've never even rode the Dragon. And speaking of that, that's going to be in my upcoming premiere on Monday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern. And the reason it's 3:30 p.m. Eastern on Monday is that video, it back in August when I took that ride for my bride, it's the footage I shot from those 4 days.
Yeah.
And the lady I met up there that I introduced on the live streams and stuff, which you can go back to the live streams.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah, they're in a playlist on my channel, The Ride for My Bride. I'm not trying to promote myself here. I'm just trying to promote the awareness of
you
the struggle.
Promote away, buddy.
And the reason it's set for 3:30 is she's back in Australia now. And her video that coincides with meeting me and her trip and her journey will come out at 4 p.m. Eastern time here in the States. With her being in Australia, she's got it set to premiere 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, but back the time up, it's going to be actually 4 p.m. Monday afternoon Eastern time. So I've been in touch with her on WhatsApp too, and I asked her about it, and I wanted to coordinate it with her. That way they kind of run together and share each other's stories, because a lot of my stuff was behind the scenes of what she was doing.
Right. Wow.
I mean, she shipped her motorcycle over here from Australia to do a 3-month tour of our country. And she's a friend of a friend, and why not take the chance? And that was back in my live streams. You'll find out that, that was a trip me and my wife had planned, because it was only a month after she passed when they were coming through relatively close to where I live. I mean, yeah, it was a 400-mile or better trip up there. But would I give those memories back now? No, hell no. Well worth it. Even coming back home to hurricane damage here at home.
Right. Well, that was a hell of a ride.
And we're sharing the stories now. If I hadn't never took the trip, if I never took the Aaron opportunity or the chance.
Buck, I got to ask you, when you came into the chat, when you hit the link, did you have to do something special, or were you able to just hit the link and come in?
Well, on these
Because-
iPhones, whether you're doing the vertical thing like you're doing,
Yeah.
I couldn't click on the link in the chat, so I had to do a screenshot of it and then pull the picture up in my photo album.
Yeah.
And click the little icon in the bottom right corner to access the link through the picture.
Okay. Because both Robert and Dodie are both saying that they can't get in right now, but obviously I know it works because I've had 5 or 6 people in here right now.
Well, sometimes when the live stream goes, even if it's vertical, it'll come up in the original format on the phone to where the chat's not rolling in the picture.
Yeah.
And then the link's accessible that way.
Right.
But sometimes it goes to this format, and when the chat's rolling in the actual video picture of itself, and you can't access just the chat under the video.
Right.
Sometimes it's weird like that. That's YouTube's algorithm and how they got their parameters set.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on because we had the same problem the other night, right? With people trying to hit the link. And I think there's some bugs that they're working out with YouTube with the new vertical format that we're using here.
Like I said, I could give a damn less about the algorithm. It's about the stories and the community and.
Oh, I hear you. But I was just wondering how you did it because I've put the link back up. It's pinned, but I put the link back up in the chat to see if they could do it then. Mr. B said he had no issues, but he's on a regular desktop computer, and
it may depend. But yeah, it may depend. Maybe depending on where you're signed in from too. If you're on a laptop or your iPad, phone has a totally different setup.
It does.
Like you said, when you're at home on the laptop, everything's configured differently on the screen.
Yeah. Well, for example, when I use StreamYard, like right now I'm on a laptop, I've got an external camera and an external mic, but I use the laptop itself for the screen. Everything is set up completely different than when I'm in the truck and I'm using the iPad, right? With StreamYard, everything's in different locations, and there's certain things that I don't have access to on the iPad. So it's just the way it's set up. There's really nothing I can do about it. So
I think it depends on the device you sign in from.
Probably. But anyway, guys, you know what? My cigar is done, and the Dr. I'll give you until the Dr. Pepper's done, and then we're gonna call this a night.
And I'm gonna have to ease home with my visor cracked open.
Well, can you not raise it?
Oh yeah, I can raise it, but then I got the wind in my face because this bike don't have a fairing.
Yeah, but you said you're only going 3 miles anyway.
Yeah, I just down here in South Georgia, we got things called bugs.
Oh, buddy, you don't have fucking bugs. You do not have bugs. You come up to Northern Ontario where we are, dude, we got bugs up here that, they'll carry away a small cat, for Christ's sake. Don't talk to me about bugs. I get bug splatter on my windshield backing my truck up the driveway, for Christ's sake. So don't even talk to me about bugs. We got mosquitoes up here that qualify for Weight Watchers, for crying out loud. Don't take a bug in the eye, Buck. Yeah.
No.
Or just ride with your mouth open, right? You can eat. You can ride your bike and eat at the same time. Get your protein.
Give me back my military days. Yeah, thanks, Brian.
Yeah, go ahead. Eat some bugs. Hey, what the hell? Guys, do me a favor, while you're at it here, sit here and if you're gonna stick around for a bit, I'll give you, like I said, till the Dr. Pepper's done, and then I'm gonna call it a night. But do me a favor and hit the like button, would you?
Yeah.
I would appreciate the likes. I don't beg you for subscriptions. I don't ask you to do that. But if you're gonna come in and just hang out and shoot the shit, or even if you're just passing through, be kind and throw a thumbs up in the chat here for me.
As far as eating bugs, I will say, don't eat the brown grasshoppers.
No, we don't actually. I don't think we have those in Canada. I think we've only got the big fucking green ones.
Oh, guess what? I'm not the only one on a motorcycle.
Nice.
That was a fat boy.
Go get him.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
He gone. He gone. Good night, Mr. Bees. We will see you later. We're going to hook up. Don't you worry. Freeway, you don't have to be a smart ass all the time. Thumbs down. Thank you very much. There we go.
I just no telling where I'll wind up to find a barbershop where I can get that haircut done that Saturday. But I'll get it figured out.
Dude, do you not have a pair of clippers at home?
Well,
just get a pair of clippers.
And do it myself?
Do it yourself, man. Or there's hey, you get one of your kids to do it for you. No, seriously, man. You know how cool that was? Mrs. Bees was going to shave Mr. Bees, right? Last year, Red Lady did Sterling.
I like how you said that. You've already convinced him that it's happening.
Oh, yeah, it's going to happen. He's getting shaved. He's getting shaved. Now, Snorlord was in the chat earlier. Somebody made a comment that if we hit 10,000, that he was going to get his done as well. But I didn't see it. So
this morning when Snorlord went live, right ahead of starting his load board stuff and everything, I made the comment in there. That sure is a good looking beard. We need to see babyface Snorlord again. And then Sterling chimed in behind me. Something about no, can't mess with the Viking beard.
Oh, no. I'd be quite happy to see. I'd be quite happy to see Snorlord take a good clipping. If I'm getting this done, come on, man. If I've got this beard at all times, and if I'm getting it done, Snorlord can get it done. Mrs. Snorlord can live with it for 2 months or a month or however long it takes Steve to grow something back onto his face. He don't even have to shave it all, like shave it. All he has to do is clip it down. So even if he has a little bit of beard or scruff left, right? I just want the bulk of it to come off, right? Like mine to come off. That's all that's required. No, Freight Hauler, I think you're right. There's not enough money to get Snorlord to do it. I don't think so.
I don't think you could even hand him the title to a truck.
Well, he doesn't want to drive a truck. He's quite content doing what he's doing, and I don't blame him.
Not saying that for him to get back in a truck, but to put somebody in that truck and run it for Jeffrey.
I wouldn't be surprised because there seems to be a trend going on over there at Like Trucking, if you kind of know what I mean. Right? There seems to be a trend of people buying trucks
and they're doing it,
leasing them out and putting drivers in them. So I would not be surprised in the least if you see Snorlord in the future, buying a 21 or a 22 truck and leasing it, putting it on with Like and putting a driver in it or leasing it to a driver, sort of like Shannon did. It would not surprise me in the least to see that.
Hey, then don't hate the player, hate the game.
I don't know. You know what? I got no problem with that, man. I got zero issues with that whatsoever. If people are doing that, if I was in the position right now, I'd come out of my because I've got some other things on the horizon that we're going to do. And if I didn't need the money from the sale of that truck to jumpstart my next enterprise, then I would I'd leave it out. I'd leave it here, and I'd leave it here in Ontario. I'd leave it doing ingots, or I'd leave it doing whatever it's doing, and I'd put a driver in it, and I'd do the exact same thing that they're doing. I think it's a great idea if you can do it.
Well, see, since you mentioned, earlier, was it earlier in the week or last week, about putting your truck up for sale, and you put a number out there that you thought you'd be able to get for it, and I'm like, yeah. Do I need to go get a loan and put this truck on over here where I'm at and put a driver in it and, following Shannon's footsteps, but maybe not with Like Trucking, maybe with the carrier I'm at?
It's not a bad idea, Buck. It's not a bad, like the idea that Shannon's got and what Jeff Like is pushing. Like, I don't mean he's pushing it. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I mean. But the way Jeff is, The way what Jeff is doing, the way he's got the company set up, and the way Shannon is doing it, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, it's not a bad idea if that's something that's in your horizon and you want to do that when it comes time to sell the truck, for me to sell the truck. I got no problem with it. You know, I would have no problem selling the truck to somebody that I know because I know the truck is well maintained. So,
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Dodie, how are you, baby?
Finally got in. I don't know
What did you have to do to get in?
Beg. No, I got off the iPhone and I got on my computer, and my computer had it. So
okay.
So the iPhone for some reason is not. I'm thinking it's because YouTube and you're on StreamYard, so they don't want to, work on the iPhone or something.
You know what? I'm not sure. I don't think one's talking to the other. You know.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's beyond my comprehension. Really, it is.
Me too.
You know,
You see,
I'm struggling. How that shit works.
I'm struggling with my videos. They keep cutting off, and the sound don't work. And I've, kind of had it with that. So I don't know. But
well, I'm glad it works for you. It's good to see you.
Good to see you guys too. You on a bike?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of bike?
It's not my bike. It's a friend of mine's.
That's okay.
Maybe I can
show the bike, Buck.
Ooh, baby, that's nice. Right on.
It's a 2007 Night Rod Special.
Right on. Well, be careful, especially in the dark. You know what I was thinking of doing on mine? Because I got a Harley. I was thinking of putting lights, kind of like in your truck. Because I've seen some bikes, like the one you got, the bigger ones.
Yeah.
And they got lights kind of like inside the motor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Blue lights.
That looks good.
One of my
that looks really, really good, especially if your bike is chromed. Like if your bike is chromed out and you've got a lot of chrome on it.
Yeah.
My personal favorites are the blue lights. You know, like
blue, yeah.
The blue looks good. I've seen a couple with the green. I didn't like the green, but those blue lights, and as long as they're not too bright, I think they look great.
Yeah, cool.
Well, one of my daughters for Christmas got me a set of LED lights for my Indian, and my Indian's the color on it. Indian calls it Illumina Jade green, but if you look at it in person, it looks like an old Army OD green, matte D green.
Okay.
Specifically in that color, because I had talked to I had talked to Mr. Bees in one of the chats, what, a week ago about his airbrushing and stuff. Maybe get it to him and get military tribute airbrushing done on it for our military brothers and sisters. It's going to be a military tribute bike.
Right on. That looks cool. I think plays on the freeway. I like the purple. The purple on those, especially if they're chromed out, the same as the blue. But I think the purple looks great as well. As long as it's not too bright. Like you don't want it going all the way out, like across the whole lane. You just want enough light to accent the bike, right? I think that looks so hot.
Yeah, I rode mine last week and my back was killing me. Like I was live for a little bit. 4-wheel was on there. 2-4, I mean. I call them 2-4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20.
I make fun of them too, eh?
Yeah. You know me, I make fun of everybody, But that has to be one of the best nicknames I've ever given. But anyway, he was on there and he told me he had a bike himself. He said a Street Glide. So I didn't even know he had a bike. So yeah, bikers, we rock,
What the cool thing about it is we're fixing to commingle trucking and biking on YouTube for real come the beard shaving charity on the 22nd.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dodie, follow him or not, but he's a big supporter of the charity that is going to be receiving the money that Wheel Burner event raises. It's a research. Yeah, you know, he's always a big advocate for what Forgotten Angels does. Big into motor vlogging and motorcycle content, stuff like that. Well, we're bringing them on board.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're excited.
Hey, I got some questions about what's going on with that that fundraiser thing.
Yeah.
I've gotten bits and pieces of it because I'm busy doing this, that, and the other and everything.
Right.
Again, when is it? Is it the end of this month?
No, it's June 22nd. Right. It's a Saturday.
We're June now. It's June 1st.
June 22nd. So it's
okay.
3 weeks away, right? 3 weeks and a bit away.
3 weeks from tomorrow.
It's exactly 3 weeks. 3 weeks from tomorrow. Right.
Okay.
It starts at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Our charity that was because I gave you guys a list of 5 charities to choose from. And you guys chose Forgotten Angels. Dodolina, take the time and Google Forgotten Angels and check out the charity.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Okay. So you know what they do. It's a fantastic charity.
I used to be a foster parent.
I'm very glad that they won. I was pulling for them, but obviously I couldn't have a say in it. So it was up to you guys. And everybody, myself, Sterling, Plays on the Freeway, WCF Invader, Buck. Buck doesn't have a beard, but he's going to shave his head. He's going to get a mohawk instead of shaving his head.
You wasn't in here earlier, Dodie. I'll show you how long my bangs are.
Yeah.
Right on.
So everybody's going to shave their beard off. And we're going to
get rid of all this.
Oh, there you go. That's sexy.
Mr. B's is very graciously donating a set of cornhole boards.
I saw that.
Boards. He's donating those. They've got about a $500 value, so he's donating those, and we're going to auction those off. And we've reached out to some other channels, and we're going to have some merch, and we're going to be giving away merch and stuff like that, and we're just going to try to raise as much money as we possibly can for the Forgotten Angels, for the charity. And because like last year we did the St. Christopher Truck Driver Relief Fund. I don't know if were you in for that one? Do you remember us doing that one last year?
Yeah.
And we put
I don't know if you guys got my money, but I was in it.
Well, we put that one together in 3 days, and we were able to raise $6,800.
Yeah.
So this year we're trying to organize it and get it really well organized, and I'd like to see us hit the $10,000 mark. So, and that's what we're doing. It's on the 22nd, and we're going to start it at 1 o'clock. The first guy I'll probably be getting. We're going to go from the shortest beard to the longest beard.
Yeah.
So the longest beard was done last, and we're going to do that. The first guy we'll start it at 1 o'clock. The first guy will start shaving at he gets his beard done at say 1:30, and then we're going to give away some stuff, and then the next guy will get shaved, and then then we'll auction off the cornhole boards, and all of that money is going to go. And the way we've got it set up, and this is important, so everybody listen up for a second. The way we've got it set up for the donations is you will not be able to give us money through the super chat. Okay, we are going to turn the super chats off. And the reason we're doing that is because when you donate money or you give money to the channel on super chats, YouTube
takes them.
And then because I'm Canadian, right, there's an exchange, a dollar exchange. So they don't get the full amount. And then on top of that, I have to wait 30 days to get that money from YouTube. And so that means I have to pony out the money out of my pocket to cover that until it comes in from YouTube. So we're going to turn the chats off. And the way we've got it set up is we want all of the Americans, like all of the US, you guys are going to send your money to Shannon Thomas through her Cash App or her PayPal. and all of the Canadians can donate through my PayPal or through e-transfer. So that's how we want the donations to go.
Okay.
And actually, yeah, that's right. Because if we take the money through super chats, I have to pay tax on that, right? That's considered, because my channel is a business, right? So it's considered an income. And believe me, I really don't want to have to pay tax on.
Don't want to commingle. Don't want to muddy the water.
Well, exactly.
Really?
You know, the government doesn't deserve their part of it anyway.
Especially when it's going to a non-profit organization that takes
Well,
the bare expenses that it needs to operate out of the money it receives.
The whole idea behind this, right, Dodie, is I want the charity to get 100% of the money. I want them to get it all, right? So I don't want YouTube to get their fingers on it. I don't want the government to get their fingers on it. Nobody else. I want nobody taking a cut out of this. So as long as it goes to Shannon, right, for the U.S., for all the U.S. contributors, as long as it goes to Shannon, or if it comes directly to me, then nobody gets their hands on it, and 100% of it will then go to the charity, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it so that there's 100% goes, and the charity gets it all. So,
hey, well, I'm an artist, right? And I've been, haven't started my, or I'm in the process of getting my website going, but I need more artwork on there. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been doing some artwork. And if you want something, tell me what you need. By the way, I've done a design for you, Brian, and Dar, and a few other people, and they came out really cool. In fact, Umberto, I already finished his. He wanted his logo, so I finished that one.
Right.
And I was talking with anonymous trucker today, James.
Yeah.
And he's getting, well, let me put it this way. It's a different kind of art, a variety. Like anonymous trucker, James, he's getting just a picture of him.
Right.
And it's going to be on his jacket, right? I want to get it, I don't know, it's too expensive to get it embroidered, but just like, screenshot on his jacket, just like you and Dar. I already got Dar's done. I got yours almost done. I'm working on Toga and a few other people. But if you need something, let me know. Give me a call. I
didn't even think about that. You know what? I didn't even think about that. I
do some custom stuff for you right now. I mean,
well, I've got a couple
this weekend.
ideas, but it's only 3 weeks away. Is that enough time for you to put something together?
Well, if you give me a call tomorrow morning or even tonight, I can send you some stuff right now, and we can take it from there if you want.
Okay. Well,
Dar has my email.
It won't be tonight. When I'm finished this, I'm going to fall into bed. Like I said, I've been awake since 1 o'clock this morning. So
yeah,
it's not going to be tonight.
Just let me know what you want, and I'll do what I can to get it going as fast as I can.
Well,
I'm off this weekend.
I've got a couple of ideas, and if you can work them and you can get it done in 3 weeks, then that would be really cool. I'd appreciate that.
I've got an idea that
you got it. You got it.
I have an idea that don't have to be done in 3 weeks.
What's that?
And it has to do specifically for Forgotten Angels. I had spoke with you earlier and told you, they hold 2 campouts a year where motorcyclists come in from all over the country and Canada. And there's people come in from Denmark, flew in from Denmark, rented bikes to attend the event to help raise money. And last October, a former truck driver, former military guy, he lives in North Georgia. He took an old 1973 Schwinn bicycle and had it painted to match Forgotten Angels logo, and had Forgotten Angels logo put in it and painted on the bicycle. And
wow.
He did it to them last October. Maybe Dodie can come up with something we can give them in October.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a
If
bad idea.
if excuse me.
That way they can have a memento of, you know, the fundraiser that you're doing.
Yeah. Well, like if you think back when Brian, when you were ice road trucking, remember I told you about a patch that I could design you a patch.
Yeah.
Well, you know, something like that. I'm thinking, but it doesn't, you know, even if it's going to take a little longer, so be it. But yeah, we got a deadline, we got a goal, and we got a, you know, a purpose. So, you know, I say, put the metal to the metal, put the pedal to the metal, and get riding. You know.
I will, Dodie. I will reach out to you in the next day or so. Like I said, it won't be tonight. When I'm done this, I'm going right to bed, and I'm gonna pass out. So.
Yeah, that Dr. Pepper sure does get you drunk. I know.
Oh, just fucking! I'm just hammered. Yeah.
But
I'm too old. I'm too old.
You ain't old. You sound like my brother. You sound like my old brother.
I've been running since 1 o'clock this morning. Like I just, you know, I can't run like this anymore. Like I work today, and then it's like, you know, I'm still awake when usually I should be going to bed. So,
well, you got to take care of your health, Brian.
Oh, yeah, you know, I got to go to bed.
Yeah, but okay, if Buck, if you want to get a hold of me, my email.
Phone number changed?
Yes or no? I don't know if you got my old phone number. You probably do have my old phone number.
Hold
you
on.
want? I can give it to you right now. I can write it down.
Hold on.
And Buck, I think
I just sent you a message. Do you have your phone there?
I got it turned off. So in case this thing, I hear it on this.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it says hi.
Okay, so I have your phone number then.
Okay, I guess you do. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you just got it and it said hi, so I just sent you a message. So yeah, I've got your number, so I'll reach out to you in the next day.
Somebody sent me hi. I don't know, just someone from a different
No, that
country.
was me, dummy. I've got a new phone number. Right? The phone number you have for me probably doesn't work. I changed my number.
I know, I tried.
Oh, did you? Well,
yeah.
You didn't
I thought
try
you were
hard
pissed off at me or something like it.
No,
All
I changed
right,
the
I
phone
guess.
number.
I guess those.
Yeah. I went and changed my number because of you. Give me a break.
Yeah, I guess those that can of barbecue, Canadian barbecue, really pissed him off.
Yeah.
But yeah, Buck too. If you want to reach out, you can either get with Brian or.
Is it okay if I give Buck your phone number?
Sure.
Okay, Buck, sure. I'll text you Dodie's phone number. Okay.
Okay.
You know, I want to mention something here.
Yeah,
right?
man.
We're a community, and basically, you're the head of the community, Brian. This is the way I see it. I got my own little thing going.
Another motorcycle.
Ooh, baby. You know, we're a community. This is the way I see it. All right. We're a community. We all haven't met. We all have a common ground, whether it's bikes or trucking or even just to get on there to get on and have fun. Like Chicken Hawk, he flies planes.
Yeah.
I think they're paper planes is what they are, but anyway, he won't say anything. You know, anyway.
Boats that CB's in or paper boats too.
Yeah, we're all friends, you know, that's the way I see it. Sometimes and friends, you know what? We all get along. Sometimes we don't get along. I ain't got any grief with anybody. So if one of the people that are on your channel, you know, want my number, Brian, you know, you make the judgment.
Well, I won't do that. I will always check with you or anybody. If somebody says to me, hey, do you have Buck's number? And I'll go, yeah. Can you give me Buck's number? I'm going to go, well, hold on. Let me call Buck and make sure that's okay. Even if Buck tells me it's okay, I'm going to let him know or let you know this person wants your phone number. Is that okay?
That's what I was trying to get at. You're just better with words than I am. You know,
I'm not about to just, you know, I'm not making that judgment call. Fuck that. That's, you know, no way.
There's already movies out there about the Craigslist killer. We don't need one about a YouTube stalker.
Yeah.
There's trolls enough in the comments.
But anyway, like, you know, like I know some of the, you know, like Mr. B's there, like Dar, Karen, you know, I'm just throwing some names out, but yeah, you know, they're welcome to come on my channel. Not everybody comes, but you know, but anyway, we're a community. That's why I come back to you, because you're basically the main dude. You know what I mean? And
God.
Brian, I want to tell you something. We love you. We don't want to see you get sick or hurt or easy on those cigars. Okay.
Oh, God, you had to say that, didn't you?
Yes.
Here comes Dar.
Anyway.
Second now. Here comes Dar, man. Oh,
yes.
Didn't say that.
Her and I'll gang up on you for sure. I'm giving her ideas of putting firecrackers in there. I'm just kidding. It's all about love. Okay. It's all, you know me.
Well, you know what? That's kind of, you know, we took the channel about a year ago, and we kind of turned it around and did a complete 180 with it, because the channel was going one direction and we weren't happy with that. Right? We weren't happy with the way the channel was going and the people we had in the channel and the attention that we were getting. It wasn't good. It wasn't good attention. It wasn't good. So we kind of turned it all around, and it's taken me some time to reinvent the channel and move some stuff around and do some different things. And we kind of like where it is now. We kind of like the channel now. We kind of like the direction it's going. I love we've got a whole group of people, like, except, you know, with the exception of you, Dodie, that's been with us for a while. And, you know, of course, Robert, Mr. B's, and we've still got Sterling and all of our regulars. But I'm in my chat now, and, you know, we've got a whole slew of new people, and we've got a whole slew of young people, new up and coming truck drivers. And that's kind of where we want the channel to go. And it's let's have some fun. Let's get in the chat. Let's talk some trash. Let's goof around. Let's talk about bikes and broads and everything else like that. But let's keep the base, and let's keep it that we're here original. The whole idea is let's help the next person, whether they're coming into trucking or whether they're struggling with something in life or whether they're whatever it is. That's where we want the channel to be, and that's kind of where I'm basing it.
That's where it's going. That's what I see. It's going. So you got a good head on your shoulders. You got a good focus.
It's taken us some time, and it's still not. I'm still tweaking it. There's still some things that I want to do with the channel and some other things, but you know, it's taking me some time, and I'm hoping it's going to go in the direction that it's going to make you guys. It's going to give you guys what you want, right? The channel is actually, you know, my channel is more about you guys than it is about me. I'm just the guy that sits here and does this, right? I just chatter my face off, but 90% of the time, I'm basing what I say off what you guys are talking about, right? You guys are in the chat. Yeah. You guys keep coming back day after day, week after week, month after month. So, you know, I try to give you guys what you want, or I at least give you a platform where you guys can express your opinions. You guys can talk. We can, like I said, we can shoot the shit. We can talk trucking. We can talk about whatever you want. I'm good with that. So
yeah, you know, and I like it. That's why I keep coming back.
That's cool.
I've had my problems, but I don't really put them out, you know, in front video. So, you know, but it's not with any of you guys. It's my own health problems, my own truck problems and stuff like that. But yeah, friends are good. Friends are good to have. Friends are important.
It never hurts to have. You can never have too many friends. I've got more friends than family, and I keep it that way. You know, I've got more friends that I talk to than I got family members that I talk to.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I got lots of family members. I've got aunts and uncles and fucking cousins, and I got a million of them, and I want nothing to do with them. I'd rather sit here and talk to you guys than talk to any of them, even parents, right? I don't even speak to my father at all. I don't talk to my dad. I'd rather sit here and talk to you and Buck than talk to my own father. So
I got another question.
Sure.
Dar said you guys were moving.
Yeah.
Where are you guys moving to?
We're going out to Alberta.
They're moving.
Well, isn't that still Canada?
That's still Canada. Canada's a big,
it's the same thing.
You know? Big place,
why bother?
Yes, it's still Canada. From where I am right now, it's about 3,000 miles.
Oh wow!
It's the province north of Montana. If you go straight out of,
okay.
If you go straight out of Alberta due south, you'll come right into Montana.
So you're gonna be like anonymous trucker, because you know me, I like the West.
Yes,
Montana.
We're gonna be close to you, Doty.
We might be running into each other more often than up there.
Chances are we will.
Yeah, good. Yeah, because I've met James plenty of times. Umberto, he's rolling around I'm in Minnesota. He rolls around through here mostly. And
you're in Minnesota?
Yeah, I'm in Minnesota right now.
I'm up that way a lot. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Upper Illinois.
I'm at my yard. I'm at the DNE yard, right off 94 in Clearwater.
Awesome.
You'll see it if you pass. You can't miss it.
When I run the flatbeds, like I said, right now I'm dedicated, right? But when I'm not dedicated and I'm on the flatbeds, the regular flatbeds, our flatbeds, we run a lot of Iowa, North, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Minnesota. That whole region of the country is where I run when I'm on flatbed. So I'm surprised, Doty, and even you, Buck. I'm surprised. Well, the next time I end up there, I'll be reaching out to you guys to see if you're in the area.
Yeah.
I keep thinking for sure I'm going to run over Fate Trucking, because that's his neck of the woods up there as well. Right? That's where Fate.
The reason why I don't like to go to New York is because it tears up my truck. I'm tired of buying tires. Right now or not now, but that's how I tore my tarp. That I had to buy rims, I had to buy tires, my bumper got all screwed up. It's because the places that I go with a flatbed, Conestoga, are these little tiny plumbing shops that aren't made for my truck.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I got the super long one, with a 53-foot trailer spread axle.
Yeah.
That thing ain't going to turn on a regular light. You got to take a few turns, and people get all pissed off at me. And I don't care if they get pissed off, but I'm tearing up my truck for this. That's why I don't like to go to New York. I used to go to New York, New Jersey.
You got a great big long nose Peterbilt with a steer axle that's right at the front of the truck, and you need 2 football fields to turn the bitch around. It's not the trailer, Doty. Admit it. It's not the trailer at all.
I got a little steering wheel.
Yeah, exactly. Trust me, I know, right? I had that W9. It was the same thing, right? But I used to run New York City, Jersey, Baltimore. I used to run all of that with that W9, and it was a bitch getting into some
pain in the ass
places.
But that's why I like the mountains. Just give me the open range, I'll take it.
Yeah. If I'm gonna drive a long nose truck, I want to be out west. But there's more money. I go where the money is, right? You go to as well as I do. If you can make more money if you choose to. You can make more money taking loads into New York City because they pay more going into New York or into Newark or into Jersey or Baltimore. But a lot of people don't want to go in there because it's hard on the equipment, and it's hard on the driver, not just the equipment. It's hard on the driver.
Well, one of the things I think I mentioned before is I've been driving almost 32 years already.
Oh, we have a bunch of long haul learners,
old schoolers.
Yeah.
I call the shots now. I don't drive nights anymore. And as soon as I can get out of D&E, I'm staying west. I'm staying east, west of the Mississippi,
Yeah,
you know,
I would.
and because, you know, no more. I love Florida. I love Georgia. I love North and South Carolina. But, you know, okay, I'm giving that part up. I'm just going to stay west, just run it. Like I said, I've been driving a long time. I'm tired already, you know. So I'm calling my shots already. I don't do nights. I will not drive a night anymore, you know.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
wintertime, you kind of have to because you run out of daylight, but you know,
I hear
that's a
you.
different story.
I hear you. I'm struggling right now myself with nighttime driving because I start, like I said, I start work at 1:30, you know, 1:45 in the morning, and it doesn't matter summer or winter, it's dark at that time. And because of my eyes, right, I can see at night. It's the oncoming headlights. It's the new
That
trucks,
bothers me.
cars with the HID and the LED headlights.
And these idiots keep the brights on.
And it's getting harder and harder and harder for me. So I've noted, you know, I'm limiting myself to, as soon as the sun starts going down, I'm looking for a place to park if I can. If I have to push myself, I push myself and drive into the night. Obviously, I got a job to do. But if I don't have to, I'm parking the truck. I'm getting off the road. And it's just you know, I've had a lot of surgeries on my eyes. They're very sensitive. And you know, I'm not young. I'm not 20. I'm 54. Right. So my eyes are getting a little tired. And I've been doing this a long time, like you guys have.
Buck Brown looks 20.
What's that?
Buck Brown looks 20.
Yeah, I know. He looks. Buck could pass for one of my kids, for Christ's sake.
My youngest is 19.
Okay.
My oldest will be 31 on my 52nd birthday in July.
Well, you know what, Buck? When I first saw your name, right, Buck Brown, from the word just Buck Brown, for some reason I thought you guys might have been related, either to Brian, to Charlie Brown, or James Brown, somebody Brown. But
Brian, you finish this conversation with Dodie. My phone's dying and I gotta get back to the house.
All right, buddy.
All right, we'll see you later.
Later, Buck. Love you, buddy.
Nice meeting you. But yeah, it's I used to think he was a big dude. I mean, like heavy set dude. But turns out to be a real young, handsome spring chicken, you know?
Well, yeah, I don't think Buck's an inch over 5 feet tall. He's just a tiny little fucker. He really is. I think his hair is taller than he is, for crying out loud.
Well, you know what? I'll let you go. I know you're tired. You need your rest.
Yeah,
I ain't got no more doctor for your pepper there. So
no, the Dr. Pepper's done. My mouth is tired. The brain is shot. I'm ready. I'm ready for bed. I got to go to bed. So.
I got the leftovers this time, so don't worry about it.
We'll see you again. We'll see you again.
Yeah, it was wonderful talking to you.
And thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Dodie.
Yeah, I kind of had to go, and I missed a big part, but I ended up coming back.
Man. You know, I'm like a soap opera. You can miss like six, you know, you can miss like 20 minutes, an hour, or whatever, come back. It's all the same. Nothing changes. So,
yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you later. All right. You take care. Get some rest.
All right, baby.
Big hug and kiss.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. Give me a call.
I'll call you.
See you later.
Yeah. No worries.
Right. Bye-bye.
Here, we'll throw you out. There you go. All right, man. Dodie's done. I'm done. Everyone's done. What's this doing here? Hold on. Let's kick her out. There she goes. If I had to drive in your country, I would drink heavily and smoke like a chimney. Are you talking to me or are you talking to Robert? Yeah, probably talking to Robert. I want to go over there just so I can drive on the wrong side of the road. That's the only reason I want to go. Oh, I want to meet Robert too, of course, but I don't envy him. When he does those across Europe, he drives from England, he goes over to like France and blah, 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 all the other countries. One country, he's on the left side of the road. Next country, he's on the right side of the road. And then he's, you know, I don't know how the hell you keep that straight. I'd go batshit crazy trying to figure that shit out. And of course, he's sitting on the right side of the truck, right, which would be my passenger seat. So I'd go nuts with that. I've never tried to shift gears with my left hand. Quinn Taylor saying cheeseburger in paradise. All right. DJ Chris, Grandpa, miss you so much. Well, hey, Grandpa's tired and he's had enough for the night. So I think we're gonna call this tonight. Let's just have a quick look here and see what anybody else is doing. No, I think we're done. Chris is saying, how are you? Man, I'm tired. I've been awake since 1 this morning. I can't even get my beard to cooperate. It just wants to do its own thing here. So you guys have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. It's been 3 hours. Sorry we couldn't go a little longer, but man, I'm just finished. I got to go to sleep. So with that, man, I'm going to take off. We'll check you out probably, let's say Sunday night. I'll get up to the yard Sunday night and we'll do a quick one. And then we'll take off and just do our regular lives during the week. So with that, man, I'm out. You guys have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. Be good to your families. If you got home and you're with your family tonight, God damn it, put your arms around and tell them you love them and bless them. But if you're in your truck and you got stuck, hey, make the best of it and run with it. Robert, talk to you later. Kamal, good to see you. Chris, adios. Buck, see you later. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody, Mr. Bees, we will be talking to you soon. Dodie, we will definitely be calling you in the next day or so. Anyway, bye.